Aha, it's working today. Well, welcome one and all. It looks like everyone's just joining in the background, so we'll get going in a second. Welcome once again to Savage Tales of a Pathfinder for Savage Worlds Pathfinder, I should say. Oh, I'll get it right. Pathfinder for Savage Worlds, Rise of the Runelords, Book 3, Episode 6. Hopefully the retaking of Fort Rannick. So there we go. We'll see what happens. Hopefully we'll get it going in a sec. I'm just having some fun and games and having to fix audio buttons, and then we should be ready to rock. So hopefully we can get going once they finish their personal details that I don't wish to broadcast for everyone. So bear with me. Right. This time I'm going to hopefully remember to turn them on at the start of the adventure, like I normally forget. So we shall see what happens. Been working on trying to work out a way to do the chase support. Come to the conclusion then Till Fancy Grounds Unity has proper card dealing capabilities. We ain't going to get the Savage Worlds chase deck in a usable form, I'm afraid to say. So, but here's hoping. I'm just waiting for this to finish. Anyway, here we go. Spoke too soon. Talk amongst yourselves. We're still waiting for Bert to connect, so it's not the end of the world. But they're getting more proficient. Before Christmas, it took him 10 minutes to get this far, so we're nearly there. He's hold quarters. Sorry, my son. Oh, that's a good one. Right, welcome one and all. How is everyone today? Well, ready to continue the assault upon Fort Rannick?
Aye, got a plan.
Well, you're already in there, don't forget.
We're in the caves. We're not in the fort yet.
Yeah, okay. Engage Grumpy
Take,
President.
find a quiet place.
I know, I've managed to forget that as well when I wanted to try out the chase cards. I forgot you'd already got inside the fort, so anyway, I can turn the waterfall back on now because you're behind the waterfall.
Yeah, it might make me need the toilets in, but never mind.
Yeah, so the Hampson is presumably bouncing across the. We did all right, I think we did.
The shocker lizards gave you an electrifying response, but other than that, you're okay.
Yeah, Rannick wants to turn round to Vale and say, "Will you stop killing your allies? It's considered bad form. I've got an idea of how we can use them."
I smile at Rannick fondly.
Hey, maybe some of these bottles I got, we can lure them into there with crumbs and stuff, get them to run into one of the bottles, and then throw the bottles with the shocking lizards out in the middle of the ogres, and when the bottles shatter, it releases the lizards, and now they're pissed because
something a bit like that. Yeah, have you got that map you drew of forts? Yeah, bring it. Give us that map and let me have a point at it.
Yes, I did create a rotated version, didn't I?
You did. It's called Map-Fort Rannick. I'm looking at it.
There we go. It's just that I need to update. I need to update the rule set. The module. I've already fixed the Fort Rannick map where it had things that were missing that should have been on there in the line of sight data, so that's in there now. And there's the map. Okay, I just remembered the waterfall doesn't actually seamlessly rotate, so we'll turn it off. You get the idea.
Yeah.
One map of Fort Rannick.
Now I've been thinking as while I was waiting for you lot to come up waterfall. If I were building a castle here, and there were tunnels behind waterfall, I would make sure that there was some way from castle to tunnels, right? But there's no ogres in here, which says to me that the ogres haven't found the passage, right? So, we've got all these shocking lizards in here. If we can get them through passage into fort, into keep bit, then they'll shock ogres. But the thing is, we don't want to do that when ogres are there. They might see us opening the door. So we need to get a distraction. Now, Bert, you've got that siege bow thingy, haven't you?
I do.
Right. And Stunty, you know all about like buildings and stuff and stone and that, right?
Yeah, I think we're in a natural cavern that's been carved out by water.
No. I'm not talking about natural cavern. You know that stone watchtower? Now,
Yeah.
I'm betting ogres are using that for watching. But if we could get you and Bert into a place where you could see that tower, you could maybe spot a bit where it's like weak or whatever. And if Bert used his siege bow to shoot it, and you did your blessing of Gorham on his arrows to make him like really, really strong and that, you could knock down watchtower. And that would hurt any ogres what's in it. Now, at the same time, you know there's that wooden barracks. There's quite a lot of ogres around. I bet some of them are sleeping in that barracks. Now, if Reenie could turn into an otter and could hold her breath long enough to swim through the pond and up that little water ginnel and get underneath it, she could burn it down. And she could do it with some of Jelsa's fireworks.
So you want Reenie to swim out into the crap pond?
Well, I did say if she could stomach it, but then, you see, Reenie goes up there, sets fire to that. When that's setting fire and people are screaming, that's when Bert fires his siege bow at Watchtower, knocking it down a bit, and that causes big panic amongst the ogres, right? Then, any ogres that's in the keep, or at least some of them, are going to come out and see what the heck's going on. That's when, because we've already found the secret door that what goes into the keep, me and the rest of the rangers heard all the shocker lizards into fort, close the door behind them, and when the ogres have all gone, oh, bloody hell, don't know what happened there, thing burnt down, thing fell down, what the bloody hell's going on, they all go back into keep and get shocked to death by lizards. Now, it might not get all of them, but it certainly gets some of them. What do you reckon?
I think I'd be better flying than swimming.
That was what I was thinking. You could firebomb them. I can put some fireworks in one of these little bottles I've been, picking up here and there.
You could, but ogres might see. If you were an otter, you'd be. I mean, have you ever heard an otter? Because I haven't.
I just don't really feel like swimming through effluent.
Yeah, it'd be an otter swimming in poo.
Shit,
I fell in that water. I'm still trying to get the smell off me.
It was only an idea. No need to pick it apart like that.
No, I like the idea of me sneaking in animal form, and I'm perfectly happy to do that. I mean, look around. There's animals flying around. I can hide amongst the wildlife. That's not a problem.
Another thing about the Rannick Tower, another thing about the tower, if the tower doesn't go down in the first shot, you kind of blown your surprise, you know?
I'm trusting you and Bert to be like competent and stuff. Are you telling me that Gorham isn't powerful enough to bless his arrows and make it real strong? Is your god really that much of a wuss?
I'm also intrigued
to know what
tower you're talking about.
How long has the tower's been stood there for?
I'm talking about the one that you told us was there.
Yeah, but how long has it been there for?
I don't know.
Well, that's the point.
I'm pretty sure that you said that was a watchtower.
I said it was the old guard post.
Oh, the old guard post. Sorry, I thought it was a watchtower. My mistake.
No, the complete lack of sort of roundness and sort of a roof on it I'd be confused. That's what it was there. It's okay.
It's a very crude drawing, and I'm sure watchtowers can be square as well as round.
I know they can.
Yeah, but
okay, then you shoot the guard post and bring roof down or something. Take out what's that big bit of stone that goes over a door called? A lentil, isn't it?
I am never eating a curry you make.
Yeah, you can shoot out the lentil, and then that'd bring roof down or something. I mean, you're a dwarf stunter. You know about this sort of thing. And Gorham's a powerful god and can make Bert's arrows go really strong. And he's got that siege bow, and he's a dead good shot.
By the way, if we fall back to the caves, they can only attack us one at a time.
Aye, exactly. And the thing is, I reckon...
up that passage, are they?
I mean, I reckon from Waterfall, Bert could probably make a shot from Waterfall, maybe. But, you know, if we go through these caves and find another way that you could see from somewhere else, that'd be even better. But I reckon there's going to be a door into Keep, because if I were building a Keep against that wall...
What we need is more information, so why don't we get somebody else, or maybe somebody in an animal form, to go and scout out all these passageways for us?
We could just go take a look. I mean, there's no ogres in it. Can you see any ogre crap? There'd be ogre crap if there was ogres in it. So I reckon, you know...
I reckon we need to explore these tunnels first.
Aye, lizards went down that way. We can check out where lizards didn't go, and then check out where lizards did go, and find his way in.
Would you like me to go back and go see?
Well, it's not like Stunty and I and Bert can't see it in dark.
They go that way.
Your choice.
Quietly.
All right. I can be quiet, you know. I'm an hunter.
Think before you act.
Can be a lot more quiet than you can, Tin Can.
Yeah, if we scout it out, I'll get a funny feeling that this is that's maybe been a water course underneath the fort at some point. I mean, it could have had, this whole place could have been flooded with water, so that's why they completely ignored it.
It might have been one time, but I'm not sure. I reckon. I mean, even if you boys didn't know about this, Vale, Jakaros, I mean, your commander must have known this was bloody here.
Hang on, sorry, you're talking to me now, aren't you? Sorry, I switched off.
Yeah. I was talking to Ross, saying even if you didn't know this was here, I bet your commander did.
Why can't I move?
Tunnels have not been...
Oh, this isn't fair.
Can move.
Free to explore any means.
Okay.
Likely suggestions, if asked, include the following. The tunnels have not been used in decades. They're infested in some places by shocker lizards, but they might provide the perfect means of infiltrating the fort without alerting the ogres. All they knew was they basically know the tunnels. These guys know the tunnels exist, but they've not been used in decades, so none of these guys have been in the tunnels. And why the hell is Irina just running around? Well, the bloody token's locked. Because
how about because I turned into a bat and said I was going to explore everywhere?
Well, because basically that means you've just run into all the monsters and I've killed you now.
As a bat?
Yep, quite easily. Yeah, you don't know what's down there, do you?
Well, that's why I'm going to look. And wouldn't I have seen the monsters, which aren't there?
But why are tokens? All right, looking tokens. Right, there we go. You can turn into a bat. First things first.
I already did.
Well, no, you haven't. You haven't put the effect on.
Look in the chat box.
I'm not looking at the chat box. I'm too busy checking the adventure and answering other questions. Okay, you are now a bat. Sorry. Don't worry, I'm having fun.
So the GM following along the adventure now.
No, well, you guys were talking, and I was reading ahead and checking stuff out and seeing if I could find anything else wrong with the map. And I didn't. And then so I didn't hear the whole "I'm going to turn into a bat" line. Okay, so you fly down to here, so that means I can close this off. I can open up this. And
I did the tunnel to the right first, by the way. If there was anything in there, I don't know.
Actually, there should be. I don't know why the pin's missing. In fact, the two pins seem to be missing from there. I shall have to because the B13 pin is missing. So you've all come in.
I mean, as a bat, there's no reason I shouldn't be able to explore the tunnel without triggering.
I thought the whole plan was you were going to go the way except from where the shocker lizards went. You were going to avoid where the shocker lizards went first, which is why I assumed you went that way.
I just was exploring the full cave layout as a bat, which wouldn't trigger.
The shocker lizards would still be able to zap you as a bat.
Would they want to? I thought they didn't. I thought they only zapped when attacked.
You don't know. You could make a survival roll.
Okay.
We can find out.
There's little point in being able to shape change into innocent creatures if they're still treated like axe-wielding maniacs.
Just as well Vale can't hear you say that.
Basically, but it's a defensive. Yeah, it's a defensive action. Actually, you're probably okay flying over them. I'll give you that.
Not what you asked me to roll. I'm looking at my stats, thinking I know I should be rolling something.
Don't worry about it. I reread it. It says anyone adjacent to, so flying over them, I could be nice and literal and say that doesn't count as adjacent to. Okie dokie. So if you when you fly in here, so this is the room you're in. The walls and ceiling of this cool, damp cave are coated with floor to ceiling.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on a second. Okay. The floor to ceiling cave are coated in soft grey fungus. Several crates are stacked in a nook on the north, in the nook to the northwest, i.e. to the left of Rannick. As you go around the corner, the passageway to the east, basically a side, the passageway to the east, there's side passage. It opens out, and then basically passageway to the east leads to a side passage, which, as you can see up ahead of you, winds downwards. Basically, it goes that passage there ends on this map and goes down.
Oh, so that's not the dead end it appears to be.
It is and it isn't. Yeah, it's a dead end on this level.
It descends.
It descends. Yes, it winds downwards.
Okay. As we know at what level we entered this and roughly at what level the fort is, would the fort be on the same level above or below where we are?
You're on the ground floor of the fort at these caves, pretty much.
So if an entrance, yeah, okay, I get it.
Yeah. So that goes anywhere. It probably goes to caves underneath the fort.
Is that a dead end?
It appears to be.
Okay. Then I will probably come back this way and go up here.
Okay. Flap, 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 flap. Okay. I need to check this one. This is what I was looking at when you distracted me and flew right across it. I think you're okay. I don't think you will be in any issues at all. Yeah. There you go.
While Arena's doing that, let's have a check out of these crates.
You know what, Raddick? You're sitting on top of the pin. That's why I thought the pin was missing.
Really? Oh, sorry. I will move.
It's okay. You were completely over it, so I couldn't see the pin. It's very amusing. Okay. Okay. Well, as I say, there is. I've lost what it said. Did it say a crate?
It said there were crates in the northeast corner. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So inside the crate, there's 24 long swords, short swords, daggers, and longbows. There is actually, it says there's more than one crate.
So if they didn't know about the tunnels, why are they storing stuff here?
So
this is probably what they were using for their armory.
Yeah, so there are basically 2 dozen longbows, 2 dozen daggers, 2 dozen long swords, 2 dozen short swords, and an oilcloth wrapped around 6 arrows.
Just 6 arrows for the 2 dozen longbows.
They used the rest.
Well, that's because they're special arrows.
Well, obviously, yeah.
Maybe they're special arrows.
Party sheet inventory. No, is anyone taking the other equipment? Because I'm inclined to sell it just to get it out of the party sheet, as it were. Obviously, you won't get the money now. I'll just add it. You'll get it later on, but we'll pretend you sell it at later. I don't think it's. There we go. I'll sell it all anyway.
Ooh, a flea-infested blanket. I'm very tempted.
I want the tattered rags and tunic.
I'm not sure why the Masterwork staff didn't sell. Oh, because it's got a cost of 0. That's I think because staffs are free, and therefore I've never worked out how you have a master. How do you multiply? It should be 300 gold because it's Masterwork, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll have to fix that. 300 gold pieces. Does anyone want a Masterwork staff before I sell it?
No.
It's gone. Right, that lets me add in the treasury. There we go.
Yeah, 6. So yeah, the arrows have got to be magical. I thought they kind of.
You fly up to there. Okay, so to the left, you can see a room.
I'll check it out.
Oops, let's just clear that.
I didn't even see it. Let's try that again.
Can we examine the arrows?
Can I have that description? Thank you.
Of course you can.
Just wonder if Bert could.
Or Jack Ross or Shailu, they're archers as well.
There you go. Damaging elemental electric arrows.
Anybody want electric arrows?
If we could look some ogres into water.
Is there a comma between the last word of the top line and the first word of the next one?
It depends on how
It totally changes the meaning of the
Yes, I see what you mean.
Yeah, it's like which of those two meanings is it?
Yeah, it will be. Yes, I see what you're saying. That's a very good. They're not 27 foot wide. Let's put it like
okay,
that. Because that would be wider than the room.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that was a bit big.
Okay.
Thanks. Okay.
I haven't finished yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Ignore that.
Yeah, I will. So, sorry, because I went to clear the screen. So you get that one as well.
Ah, thank you.
Okay, this is
pathetic for our infantry here.
Yeah, it's fine.
Electric things on your arrows anyway, because you're really good with like magic arrows and that.
There are I should have put the last part in as well. The last bit is somewhere where you are.
I will whisper that to you as soon as I can uncover the whispery what.
What I want to know is why.
Oops, I'm shouting.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm just curious. Okay, that doesn't make sense then. Oh well. Yep, there you go. What are the rest of you up to?
I think we're having a chat about who should get these arrows.
Fair enough. Keep chatting.
Well, I can use a bow, but I'm nowhere near as good as Bert. I know Shailu's good with bow, and Jackaross, you've got a fancy bow, haven't you? Can you do like electric stuff? I've seen you do fire stuff with your arrows, Bert. Can you do electric stuff as well?
Well, I kind of can, but I'm able to actually shoot through things or make them into magical stuff. So with this one, I'd be able to shoot somebody that's like hiding behind a wall and still do the damage and everything. So having these would not necessarily be a bad thing.
Maybe you should have two, and Shailu should have two, and Jackaross should have two, because then that's like sharing.
Okay.
I don't know though. I mean, it's. I suppose this is Black Arrow stuff, even if you've not been in here for 20 years. No? You don't say much, do you, Jackaross?
I might be distracting the GM too much, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not listening to any of you saying because I'm reading stuff because certain people are flying off doing scouting. Sorry, what was you saying?
saying that this gear is obviously Black Arrow stuff. Does Jackaros have any opinion as to who should have the magic arrows? Maybe we should split them 2 for him, 2 for Shalo, and 2 for Bert.
That sounds very reasonable. Shame I can't drag and drop equipment onto NPCs. It'd be really nice, wouldn't it? The tunnel ends there.
Okay. In that case, I shall rejoin the group and report.
Mhm.
Gosh, that's hard to do. There we are.
I'm impressed by that. Let's see if you've done it right. Yeah, look at that! Look at that! Yeah, nicely navigated.
And I will become myself again.
Really? What do you know?
As if by magic, an arena appeared.
Yay! Mr. Ban! Okay. That way, the shocker lizards are. The passage splits off a little way down there and ends at a dead end, pretty much straight ahead, give or take a twist. And to the north, it goes down a level. I didn't explore further down for now. The tunnel to the north of us now shortly goes to a bridge over a chasm full of geodes. Very, very deep. Wooden bridge crosses it. It goes up a fair way, and then the passage splits into 2. The left passage leads to a large room with 20 niches with the bodies of fancy armor. fancy armored skeletons with weapons. One of them seems to have been pulled out. It lies in a jumbled heap on the ground, and there's some ogrekin there as well that are dead. I'm not sure exactly what went on there, but maybe they poked their noses where they shouldn't have. You shouldn't really disturb long dead warriors.
Was this a place where Black Arrows used to get buried then? Rannick will ask the Black Arrows that are here.
Jackaros concedes it is possible. As he says, the tunnels haven't been used in decades.
I'll tell you what, if they've not been used in decades, I wouldn't trust that bridge.
Yeah. Would certainly bear testing before trusting your feet to it. Anyway, the other passage leads to a dead end. So there's several dead end passages. The only way that actually seems to lead out of this place is I point to the passage that I'm next to. This way and down. I haven't explored further than that, but
maybe it comes up under the fort.
It could. I mean, maybe it comes out in the basement.
Where are the dead ends?
Sorry, who said that?
Rannick said, where are dead ends?
I point down the passage that I'm looking at now and say, thank you. There's one there, and there's a second dead end far to the north, to the east of the fork after the bridge.
And which wall's dead end in? I mean, which way does dead end face?
Both of the dead ends face to the east.
They both face to the east, so kind of into the fort area. Stunty, you thinking what I'm thinking?
I doubt it, but go ahead.
You, with all your dwarven stone cunning and that, maybe you should look at dead ends and see if they're actually cunningly hidden secret doors that will get us into the fort. Because I'm sure there's a bloody secret door back here somewhere.
Well, bear in mind that this passage leads to shop wizards.
It is called the secret tunnels.
You have a look at that one that's just that way there.
What, the one where all the shocker lizards are waiting in ambush, you mean?
You didn't see any shocker lizards, don't forget.
Oh, didn't I?
No.
Oh, then I don't say that at all. I thought you told me.
No, I was trying to make you paranoid. And,
okay. That is the way they went. Fine. Yes. If you go that way, be careful.
You assume the shocker lizards
have gone down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this way, you mean?
Yes. Straight in front of you. Just follow the passage. Ignore the fork to the left.
Yeah.
So is that a dead end?
In front of you now. But it does seem very abruptly flat.
Yeah, but that's the thing.
This map really looks like we're in some creature's stomach.
Let's hope we're not.
I do actually have a map where the idea is it is literally the insides of a Tarrasque.
Yeah, I've got a set of maps called Swallowed Whole. Different creatures you can be in the stomach of.
Okay, Dondrad, are you examining the wall in front of you? That's the question.
Yeah. We'll examine the wall in front of us and have a look at. I mean, is it just that they covered it up because it was a big ugly hole in the foundations of the first wooden fort?
You get a notice roll at +2.
Well, I can't really be bothered, so yeah, okay.
It's a secret door in front of you.
Yeah, they didn't. They made a secret door, but they never put the plaster on right.
I knew there was going to be a bloody secret door. I knew it.
What's really interesting is actually this is on this map is I just made a change on another bit of the map. The actual map itself doesn't actually have the tunnel blocked off like this one does, but the Gems map then says no, there's a secret door here. So anyway,
okay.
So can you open it?
You can if you want him to, yeah.
Carefully, just take a peek and close it up again. See where it comes out.
Well, I can open it up, but I mean, here, Irina, you stick your head out. I'm not going to stick.
Sticking your head. Who's sticking their head outside so I can give you?
Apparently, I am.
Okay. I'll
give
it to everyone. The wooden building seems to have been abandoned for some time. It's in fairly poor repair and leads haphazardly against the cliff wall behind it for support. So it's a very tight fit out actually. A short flight of wooden steps lead up to the front of a single door. Not that it shows you where the bloody door is anyway.
I will obviously pass that information on to everybody.
So this was the first version of the fort. It was made of wood, and they thought, well, that's a bad idea because it's made of wood.
No, that'll be that wooden barracks, won't it?
Yeah, this is the new barracks.
It would have probably been a temporary. I don't know if it was a temporary barracks before they built this.
The building sits on raised timbers over the uneven sloping ground. Excess lumber is stored haphazardly in the space below.
Oh, that's bloody ideal. You don't need to turn into an otter. You can just get under there and set fire to it. Brilliant. Now close that door. Let's go and see if we get any more luck.
You can close this one again, do you?
Okay. For now.
Closing the door.
Would you like me to test the bridge? Because, if it gives way, at least I can turn into something with wings.
Rannick looks down at himself and says, well, I don't think I should test it. Then he looks over at Dondrad in his full plate mail, and I don't think Stunchy should test it either.
I'll take that as a yes.
Well, you have those fancy gloves now.
Aye. They'll help me with swimming, they'll help me with climbing. Falling, I can probably do that quite happily on my own anyway.
Okay, I'm going to very carefully test this bridge. If it gives way, I will turn into a bird.
Okay, you are crossing the ravine. I shall just...
Who's that tripping over my bridge?
Yeah, I'm just going to do that.
Yeah, well, like I said, it was probably flooded out with water, and that's obviously where the water went.
Get Rannick up to there just for the ease, and then I can get the others up back because There we go. So, the ravine. A deep ravine stretches across this cavern, splitting the room in half. Yep. Geodes and veins of glittering minerals shimmer along the walls of the chasm, which drops away into the dark. A 12-foot wooden bridge spans the gap. Okie dokie. Yeah, okay. Question. There is only one question I need to ask, and that is to look at. Yep. Okay. The bridge is most certainly in poor condition, but you cross it without incident, Arena.
Okay. Seem to take my weight fine.
Well, that's comforting, says the 7-foot tall half-orc.
Well, why don't we tie a rope across it like a handrail, and then if it falls, and then if it does break, at least you'll get something to hang on to.
Well, I'll tell you what. One of you hold the rope, Jelsa hold the other side and bring it to me. And then Jelsa and I can be over here holding one side of the rope.
No. Hammer it down.
And no, you won't notice that until ignore me.
Okay.
Yeah, hammer it down. We don't have any spikes, do we?
Speak for yourself. Good idea for Sparkle Tits to take it over, though. I suggest we maybe cross one at a time.
Bert crosses.
Okay.
Hang on. Yeah, Bert crosses.
Here, take this rope, Sparkle Tits.
Take the rope with me.
Jelsa skips across, I imagine.
Okay. Well, we'll secure that end of the rope over here so that they've got something to hold on to should things go bad.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Bert as big as Rannick?
Yep.
Right, so long as there's a rope, I'm quite happy.
No, I didn't think Bert was brawny as well.
Is Bert brawny?
No, Bert's not quite as big as Rannick is, but Bert doesn't care. He's just going to walk across. Let's get over
That's
here.
because Bert can also turn into something with wings.
Yeah, but yeah, Rannick's got 3 edges that increases bulk and toughness.
And Dondrod's wearing his own weight in metal armor.
Yeah.
Indeed. I'm only £100.
Oh, for crying!
All right, I'll give it a go.
YouTube, you're blocking your supposed blocking of spam is crap. YouTube.
Yes, it is. That's why everybody still uses the other channel.
I assume you crossing one at a time as opposed to all charging across like you did there together.
Yeah, Rannick just teleported back onto the bridge. I don't know why.
That was weird. Okay, things are going strange.
You can see in the dark.
I don't think we heard the full sentence there.
Who can see in the dark?
Ah.
I can.
Bert.
Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to know. Actually, yeah, it's quite dark in here, isn't it? Who's illuminating? Oh, Irina is with your candle, aren't you? Yes.
Yes, I've got my everlasting candle.
Yeah, so I can do that.
Yeah.
There's ambient light, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay, where have I gone?
You're in the entrance to the tunnel onward.
Yeah. You're right there.
No, I can't see my token.
Oh, I can.
Right there.
Oh,
Yeah, okay.
Now I can.
I think that there was a little bit of a glitch going on
there.
Are the NPCs going to join us, or are they like cowering at the other
They
end?
would, but unfortunately, the other side of the bridge is a little bit occupied.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Can we not let Rannick go first? Oh Christ! Don't let him run off.
Joseph, from your position, I will allow you to make a notice check as the humans come across with their torches. No, nothing to worry about. Really, don't worry. What was that? Yeah. Not to worry.
I feel like it was something important.
It'll be true you said we're down there.
Are there any loose geodes around here? Any little bits of...
No, because the geodes are all down in the ravine. If you want to get a geode, you'd have to climb down.
Fair enough.
You're more than welcome to climb down if you want.
I might have a look on the way out.
Look, Jelsa, sparkly things. All you got to do is point the sparkly things out, and Jelsa will be there.
Yeah, never mind.
Okay, Bert is leading the advance down the tunnel. Feel free to move past Bert if we've lost him.
Right, okay.
Oops. I was trying to move me and I've accidentally moved. Oh, we've got a big error code thingy.
Right, so where do we go now, Rena?
The dead end is to the right, which is where I assume there might be another hidden...
the crypt, you've just walked past the crypt behind you.
Yeah, which I think might have something spooky, but yeah. That's where the corpses are.
What, you reckon this goes somewhere, did you?
Well, it might be another one of those dead ends that isn't. It seems odd for the passage to be there and just stop.
Well, it depends if it ends up in a smooth or a curved.
It does.
Because it can't end up in a flat wall, because it's just, that's not how water works. That's not how water
Secret
works.
door.
Yeah, so curved walls, flat wall, doesn't make sense.
I bloody knew it. Where does this one lead? Just take a peek.
Irina, do you want to stick your head out? I mean, I don't
sure.
have a problem sticking my head out. I don't mind. I mean, I'll just jump in and I go, rah, but I'm just...
Don't worry, I'll have a sneaky peeky.
Looks like it opens out onto the courtyard.
Okay.
Open. Somebody could see you there.
Yeah, well, that was me sneakily sticking my head out. It's just kind of hard to do with square boxes.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Oh, no. Grid snap is turned off, so you should be able to move freely. You can ignore the grid.
Well, yeah, I know that, but I still can't show my head moving without my body.
But that comes out other side of... Oh, that's fantastic. That'd be a great place for Bert and Dondrad to shoot up a guard post. That's fantastic.
What you do see is, just as you stick your head out looking that way, a huge pile of rubble slumps against the cliff face here, almost completely blocking a cave entrance. That will be the passageway to the Eyrie, I should say, that Vale drew on that map.
The steps going up.
I see.
It's the tunnel that winds up to a ledge that overlooks the fort, 120 feet up on the cliff face above.
So, Ronnie, when do you want
the ledge
the fiery distract?
I'll just pass this on because you do know this. Vale does know this information. The ledge rises a further 450 feet to a tor that once served as the nesting ground for a group of giant eagles. The eagles swoop down to aid the fort in defense against the ogres. Apparently, well, Val assumes that the eagles swoop down to aid the fort in defense of the ogres. There's enough room for a size -2 or smaller creature to squeeze through a gap in the tunnel. A size -1 creature could do it at the same by succeeding in with a -2 athletics roll, or otherwise you guys are going to have to clear away the rubble, basically.
I don't think we've got time for that, but maybe we should have a look, see where Shocker Lizards went, and try and make friends with him.
If you... Remembering I can easily shrink down to a creature small enough to get through that tunnel, but sure, we can.
Yeah, you and Bert both.
Should we go into the crypt?
Well, if it's size -1, I wouldn't have to shrink down. It'd be a tight squeeze, but...
Yeah.
A Deadland Psyker screaming, "Don't shock the geodes," wafts through the metaverse, and you overhear it.
Don't shock the geodes.
Touch the geodes, I should say.
Oh.
Well, in that case, we should definitely do it. What have you got in there, Stunty?
That's where all of the bodies are.
Well, it's only dead bodies then. Surely they'll be all right.
Aye.
Famous last words.
Well,
like we've never faced undead before.
If it animates you, just flood it with positive energy and it'll sort them out.
When you poked your head out, was there any sign of the ogres around?
Was there?
No.
No.
Probably. Yeah. Thinking about it logically. Okay. I mean, there isn't a description of any ogres in the area, but in fact, actually, that's a good point. Eastgate. Okay, hang on. Let's see what you could see where, from your perspective, when you were there. Okay, let me just take you back to there. That is the Eastgate. A 20-foot gatehouse surrounds two battered double doors that looks like they're barely hanging onto their hinges. You can see there is an ogre sort of standing, sort of leaning against the wall in the gate. He appears to be polishing a skull.
All right.
The cookhouse is an open-air structure. It contains several large racks for storing cooked meat. The ogres don't seem to have taken much care of the place. Everything's in jumbled, broken ruin now. Several dead bodies lie haphazardly on the damaged smokers, slowly and curing as the fires smoulder. Obviously, human bodies. The smell is humanoid bodies, I should say, as in dwarf, elven, human, gnome, whatever. The smell is disturbingly flavorful. You can see, you can see an. Ooh, okay. There is an ogre here. He's got tiny little hands and feet and a grotesquely oversized head and rear end. So apparently he looks like almost like a bulbous gourd. He appears to be basically doing some sort of cooking that involves corpses and dough.
Ew.
That's the old guard post.
He's making people pot pie.
Yep, it's an old gold post. It's falling apart. Most of the mortar is cracked or sloughed away, leaving stone to grind on stone. The structure's nearly 30 feet high. So I take it back, Rannick. It's a 30-foot high guard post. So yes, you were right. It was a tower in its own right. I do apologise. The drawing just makes it look like a wooden shack. Hence my confusion.
Righto.
Yeah, it's on the orange circle that we can't see the orange circle because it's really around the corner. But that's where that first secret passageway comes out. And a set of buildings, so you can set a fire where the orange circle is.
Aye.
You know.
We set fire to wooden building. You knock down tower, and that should draw folk out from main keep. We just need to see if we can get if there's another way in for shocker lizards, or we've got to herd them out of maybe this door.
Make a notice check.
Okay.
Running for everyone.
This was Irina.
Irina.
Sorry.
Okay.
She was popping her head out, wasn't she? That building, the old guard post, it sounds like it sounds basically like there are definitely some ogres in there, and it sounds like one ogre's enjoying himself and other ogres aren't. So it's probably a case of torturing other ogres, or not torturing, tormenting, and typical ogre fun games like see how hard I can hit you.
Right.
And I think that's all you can see without sticking your head out further. So yeah.
That's fine. That'll do for now. I'll pass that information on to everybody else once the door is closed.
Yeah, while we're digesting that, should we go and look in the crypt and see if the crypt has got another passageways leading off it?
That's not a bad idea. You're priest. Why don't you go and have a look?
Well, I am sort of thinking I could just walk in, because it's only dead, isn't it?
Yeah, famous last words. Go ahead.
Okay, Dondrad steps into the crypt. Okay, I've given you a description of that one, haven't I? Yeah, the walls of the crypt. Okay, as you step in, where is it? One of the bodies pulled out the Nishanais and Jabberland. Yes, one of the bodies. Yeah, as you step in, there is one of the bodies on the ground, isn't there?
The walls of this fairly dry cavern contain 27-foot wide, 2-foot high niches, each of which rests an ancient body of a long-dead humanoid. The skeletons bear ceremonial armor and weapons. One of the bodies has been pulled from its niche and lies in a jumble on the ground. There are the bodies of dead ogres in here, 6 of them.
Indeed. So, unfortunately, as you step into the room, rising out of the disturbed corpse comes an incorporeal form that grows suddenly that grows suddenly more solid as it rises out, and at the same time, the 6 ogre kings stand back up.
Oops.
Basically, the evil, the undead type spirit sort of points at you, Dodrad, and says, "Kill the defiler of our crypt." Jelsa, you get to go first.
I warned him.
Do I hear that?
Yeah.
I have a feeling it was anything else.
Then Joseph's gonna go over here, take one look at all these things. Hang on a minute.
And go, ooh, shiny, and dart in there herself.
No, she's not. She's gonna go, ooh, creepy, and...
And I think we can guess what's happening. Some devastating, sparkly effect. Oh God, it's Havoc. It's Havoc.
I'd have done that on the hold first, but never mind.
I suddenly started mentally seeing Jelsa as one of the trolls from the Trolls movie.
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna roll a lot of 2s today. I'm betting at one time. Well, that's enough to distract them all, and they still gotta do all the fun stuff.
I mean, it's not really the reaction you want, isn't it? You jump out your grave going, woo, all scary, and somebody throws glitter in your face.
Yeah, my sparkly whirlwind is glitter.
Yeah, exactly. This place is creepy. It needs to be sparkly.
Yeah, let's make them all sparkly. Yeah, so scary.
Okie dokie. So when you cast Havoc, there you go, and distract them all, don't you, you annoying individual?
It's my favorite spell.
Just be glad it doesn't make them all vulnerable.
Oh God, that would be horrifying. That would be truly horrifying. Okay.
And they gotta make a strength roll.
Come back to him. You're kidding me. Really?
Smash them all into the wall. Even if they're incorporeal, their armor isn't.
Okay. Ogre King Zombie This is right. Let's take someone else so I can see what I'm doing. Ogre King Zombie number 2 has failed his check, so he's going 2d6 inches, which only didn't do anything there. I don't know what happened there. Try that instead. 5 inches, which I mean in here is not going to do a lot. So he's going to hit the wall.
And then that's 2d6.
2d4 damage, isn't it? He takes 9 points of damage, which doesn't do anything to him. Okay.
I'm going to clear the target so that you can, because I hit everything in there.
Yeah, I know. You missed one out. You did miss one. That's okay. You do it manually. It's because that's that interesting thing. Oh, he makes it. I didn't mean to move the combat tracker down. I'll have to change that in a second. I'm not going to drag it because that will do interesting things. He makes it. He makes it. Let's move that back up to there so that gets around that. Okay,
and I had a little bit of movement left. I'm going to go hide behind Rannick now that I did that.
I'm going to do that to see if I can make him stand put, which I can. So he had to use one of his bennies. But so that result is you knock one of them. The others all just seem to stand there, not phased at all.
Covered in glitter.
I'll be right back.
No problem. From behind you, from down the corridor, you just hear.
You cut off. All we got was raw.
Well, that's pretty much all you get. You just get. Okay, the back. Veil goes moving in, slashing and slicing and injured.
Everything.
And basically, well, he hits, but the zombies are unaffected as he slashes into dead flesh with limited effect. Arena. Sounds like all hell's broken off behind you. Off.
Okay.
Those creepy dead things aren't as dead as you thought they were, Irina.
I said that you shouldn't disturb them. I said there was no point in going that way, but nobody listens to me.
I did it risky. I said, shall we check the...
I'm sorry, did you say something?
Honestly.
I think when I get back and I have some time to be playing around making stuff, I'm going to make these guys all these little hearing funnels.
Dear. Okay.
Wait, you're going to give me a Vuvuzela?
Oh, God. That's a horrifying thought.
What? No, not Bert targeting. Me targeting. Oh, this is...
Who do you want to target?
I want to target all friendly targets in range from where I am.
It's everybody, isn't it?
Yeah, so all friendly targets.
Hang on.
I'm no good at targeting.
I thought there was a targeting menu at the top of the...
target friendly units. Found it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me being really inept. It's nothing wrong with targeting. Okay.
I think you're going to have to look into that. I think there's a menu bar missing on these maps.
There you go.
Protection. Outstanding. Yeah, I didn't get the raise, so I shall just give everyone armor +2. And we'll wait for Fancy Grounds to come back to life. There it goes. You cast protection upon the whole party. Is there a visual trapping to that? I've forgotten, you see.
All of my stuff is based on nature of the woodland, so it's probably bark skin.
No problem at all. You cast bark skin on the entire party. What we should do then, because we can, is what we should do, take protection, call it bark skin like so.
Cool.
And because you can rename your spells, and just the way I do it is like that. You rename your spell to what you want to call it, yeah, and then just for a reminder, so if you ever need to, you know what I mean, put the original name at the bottom of the power, if that makes sense.
It does. I might start doing that with my other powers. That's rather cool.
Because that's most recommended to actually sort of flavoursome name your spells, which is why I always try to call bolts magic missiles. Rannick.
Well, Rannick is going to step forwards into the room, casting Hunter's Mark to give himself 2 extra die types in fighting and +2 parry, please.
How many power points did that cost you?
That costs me a mighty 3 power points.
Is it
No,
Hunter's?
sorry.
Is that a spell to give you an edge? Is it?
No, it's boost. It's boost trait.
Oh, it's boost trait. Okay.
Which I can use for fight. I can use it for fighting, athletics, and shooting only.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're calling it Hunter's Mark, which is absolutely fine. So then that is fighting plus 2d, yeah?
Yeah.
And parry plus 2.
2.
Okay. You should, if I find it now, because what I'm trying to do is add them all in. Also, I don't think I loaded the module in. I built the module. I thanks to but I haven't got it loaded here. Thanks to Bert's hard work the other day.
All the shape changes are in there.
Yeah, it's a module, so I can just load it in. So now all the shape changes should be there. I'm hoping now if you type Hunter, is it Hunter? Yeah, in future you should better find it and give it to yourself. But there you go. And I need to change the duration to 5, don't I? Because it's a power.
Yeah.
So that's Hunter's Mark added to the effects list. So hopefully you can add it to yourself. You could possibly find it, drag it to a shortcut as well, which makes life interesting.
Okay, I might. Yeah, I won't be able to, but you could actually put it into the power that's in my power, because it's read only on my boost lower trait. But
it might be read only because of the way they're done, so I might not be able to edit it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, but you could. I could make a new power that covers it. But yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't worry about. Yeah, you could do that. You could create your own versions of the spells. Yeah, yeah. You mean you could drag it? You can drag it in, can't you? Yeah. Mm. Okay, so you get to there. So you cast Hunter's Mark upon yourself.
And then the one that's not an Ogrekin, I'm going to poke with the Impaler of Thorns.
You miss.
Ah, but he's undead, and undead are one of my favoured enemies, so I can have another go.
Oh, is that did you get a second favoured enemy?
I did.
I can hear over the comms. There's a smug.
Now, I'm not going to release the power and make everything vulnerable, because that will just make you cry even more.
I've already got them all distracted.
Now, does my magic spear not affect him? Damn it.
Your magic spear does affect him.
I'm hoping 15's more than shaken then.
Buggering. The actual. Oh well, there we go. He is shaken and wounded.
Ah.
Someone's cooking.
I'm whisking drinks. Sorry, it's coming through.
That's okay. Jack Ross's longbow. He's going to shoot an Ogre King. Zombie. For quite a good... rolls. And let's see what he does to it. He doesn't do a lot. He should have 3 beddies because he's starting the new session. So I'm going to turn on that and then roll for damage. Come on, roll for damage. There we go. I'm happy with this damage roll.
I bet you are.
Down he goes. Okay, first blood to the GM, even if it is him killing one of his other NPCs. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's absolutely fine. That doesn't affect you because unfortunately Rani cannot be considered a wild or domesticated animal. Okay, so basically what's going to happen then is I'm going to claw you. Well, I'm not, but you know what I mean.
How dare you?
Ooh. there's a complete lack of combat stats on the NPC. That's one hell of a big bug I just found there.
That's a shame.
Does that mean you can't fight?
No, that's not the right pad. That is my Deadlands Lost Colony pad with the very fun adventure I'm writing at the moment. In the meantime, I need to put in that Lorgus attack missing. I really want to hit Rennick with the strength plus 5d20 damage then.
That's a shame.
His pace as well. He's missing as well. That's probably because he flies. So that isn't missing. He doesn't walk, he flies. That's fine. Okay. So combat, he has claws. I'm gonna have to check. I assume it's going to be claws is usually strength plus d6 or d4, depending on the size. You are in the crypt, which is B15. Check the original PDF here to see what got missed off. That's why. I tell you what, there is no damage written for his claws in the PDF. Therefore, obviously, when I converted it, the tool didn't actually read it as an attack. So that's why. So I'm just going to be evil then, I think. Oh, actually, no. I know what he is. I can actually look up the bestiary version and see what we have. Bestiary. What are they normally? Really? That's really depressing.
Oh.
I'm going to just be evil then. And do that instead. And it is what type? It is bigger. Okay, there we go. So now I can claw Rannick. And miss. No, he wasn't meant to, but it doesn't matter. Try that again. Not fair. I wanted to use energy drain. Okay. Shaylu can't really get much closer, so she'll have to go on hold. That brings us to Bert, and Bert's targeting himself and Doddrad at the moment, it would appear.
That was my fault when I was trying to do targeting. Somehow I accidentally got Bert's targeting.
Oh, yes, you did say Bert targeting, didn't you? I do remember you saying that. Okay, Bert, over to you, sir.
Okay, Bert is going to go ahead and step into the room. He's going to go here. We'll start by giving Vale a little bit of assistance. And because these appear to be zombie type things, I will be using my fire sword.
Okie dokie. Ogrekin zombies. These most certainly don't look like their tokens, but that's the official zombie token. That's a hit on Oberking zombie number 6.
Tough little buggers. I think I'm going to banning that. That's better.
I was just checking for their weaknesses. That's absolutely fine. You shake one.
Yep, and we'll call that done. Where's my
Okey
button?
dokey.
Come here, button. Ta-da!
Mr. Dondrad, sir.
Right, we're going to multi-action straight off the bat. For the first multi-action, we're going to touch Rannick and cast Sanctuary.
Sanctuary on Rannick.
Yep.
Enough.
So Sanctuary. And then for my second action, notice there's no multi-action penalty. Just not pointing that out to you. And then my second action, I'm going to cast Destroy Undead, and they all have to make a Vigor roll. But they're all distracted, isn't they? So make a Vigor roll, take a wound.
Why didn't you get a multi-action penalty on your first action?
Because it's a favoured power.
Ooh, nice. Carry on. Destroy Undead. Go for it. So you spend the power point, and what do I? It's Spirit, isn't it, or is it Vigor? I never remember.
I think it's a medium burst template. They must have make a spirit roll or take a wound.
Okay, medium burst template centered upon yourself. There you go.
So, why wouldn't it drag? There you go.
I don't know. I've got mine all drag. I think because mine and yours appeared right on top of each other, so it got a bit strange.
Righty-ho. Yeah, well, it's pretty much of them all.
It gets them all, doesn't it? Yeah. So, okay, first things first. Lork gets to make his spirit roll. He's fine. Ogre King zombie number 2. Or take a wound. This may be soaked as usual. Well, I'm pretty low on bennies, so that is a wound. Let's check the Ogre King zombies, make sure they're not resilient or anything like that. In fact, let's do it a different way. Smash EMG. What's their toughness? Their toughness is
11.
11. So if I do 15 points of damage on that zombie. Stop doing the nice little blood icons for the damage these days. I don't know why. Yeah, okay. That's all I wanted. I just wanted to do it once because I wanted to make sure a wound incapacitates. That zombie is destroyed. Zombie number 2 is destroyed. Zombie number 4 is destroyed. Zombie number 5 is destroyed. Zombie number 6 is destroyed. There you go.
Nice one, Stunty.
Yeah, got to channel my energy from the positive material plane. Undead don't like it.
Okay. Shaylu is on hold. She will remain on hold. Second round begins with Bert.
Okay, Bert will chop this last one standing here.
That's a generic character or a specific to this adventure. Monster, I meant token. You shake it.
It's invulnerable? Bummer. Okay.
What did? Oh no! You hit it with your flaming sword, didn't you?
I did, yes.
I didn't actually. I wasn't seeing the damage. I was just looking at the result. Yeah, you kill it. Congratulations! All the undead have been destroyed, including the knight that was just guarding the crypt.
We have chosen poorly.
To be honest, actually, not that you know this, but this was where the Black Arrows once interned their remains of their brothers and sisters. Crypt filled far more correctly than the Black Arrows anticipated. Rather spend more time expanding the crypt, they begin sending off their fallen king in elaborate pyres and scattering the ashes. The armor and weapons with the bodies are ceremonial only. Even ever thrifty, the Black Arrows recycle their members' weapons after death. No Black Arrow has been buried in this crypt for over 30 years, which is unfortunate, since the last body they interred here has not rested peacefully. That individual was a bitter, brutal man. His accident while on patrol was rightly suspected of being an arrangement made between the others of his group. So there you go.
Yeah,
right.
They all need to be put to rest.
Anyway, you've done so.
Friendly fire isn't.
the Ogre King was killed by the Spectre, obviously, when he and they made the mistake of entering the crypt as well. But you have cleared it. So there we go. You have cleared the crypt. There's no treasure.
See, and while you guys were doing that, Jelsa had tiptoed back to the door. She's peeking out. She's not opening it, just peeking.
Jelsa's stealth roll got so amazing, I can no longer see her on the map.
Where the hell are you? There I am.
I don't know what happened there. I literally accept your move and you actually vanished from the map. I thought your stealth roll was so awesome, I didn't even spot you.
Oh, do I need to roll a stealth roll, by the way?
No, I was joking. No. Okay, you're sneaking back there and opening the door, are you? There you go.
I'm not opening it. I'm just got it cracked open a little bit.
Yeah,
because I'm bored because I'm sure they can handle those undead. And Brannick kept talking about setting that tower on fire. And from here, I could probably hit it with fireworks.
He wasn't on fire for that one. He was talking about collapsing that one and setting the barn on fire.
Set them all on fire. Kill them all with fire.
I thought this one was made of stone.
It will burn if it gets hot enough.
True.
So it's a question of what secret passages do you want to go through? Do you want to go down the south and start a fire? Or?
I was under the impression we were going from separate places at the same time to sow confusion and distraction.
Yeah, but while you guys were busy, Jelsa, got notional. She isn't going to do it. She's just sitting out there thinking about maybe she should just go ahead and set something on fire from here and shut the door. And, maybe...
Well, so far things are looking good for my plan, says Rannick. We've got one way to look at Watchtower and another way to get to wooden building. Why don't we check that passageway, what goes down, see where those lizards went, and see if we can make friends with them. Now, Vale, no axes. Maybe get some food out, eh?
Come on, then.
Says we shall guard the entrance here in case any of the ogres discover us.
All right, but no going out. All right.
Are you coming, Jelsa?
I'll go see if I can make friends with lizards.
Okay, I'm not going to worry about making you move because if you're moving all down the map and you're heading down that passageway.
Yeah.
There's no point in accepting your moves because it's a whole new map if you head down that passageway.
Okay.
After I've just done all of that. Oh well.
Yeah, I know. Sorry.
It's all right.
I wasn't looking at that point, so.
You've got to go. Because you're going to go down the hole then. Oh wow.
Yeah, and get some food out ready to feed lizards and make them not attack us.
Okay.
Well, funny enough, if you go down the hole, you've got enough time. Don't waste time. If you go down the hole, you should be okay. They won't attack you anyway.
Crikey, pins are missing.
They might get freaked out with your red eyes, but
it's fine.
Pins missing underneath that.
Because you probably don't notice it, but your eyes are glowing red at the minute. But don't panic.
Is it the sanctuary?
That's why we're playing this, to find all the things I missed or forgot to do. Okay, so I'm going to need the GM's map back up because I forgot to put pins on. Oh, that's because there's only two. Okay, that's fine. Oh, okay. Next thing I want to check is the line of sight done properly on this map. It does appear to be so. That's good. So the next is just to put you guys on the map. So Val, I'm going to put on hold. Jackross, I'm going to put on hold. I'm not sure of an actual order, so I'm just going to put
Playtest in progress. GM loading.
Yes. I'm just going to put you on the map in the order you're on the combat tracker for ease of thingy. I apologise if that means you end up at the back of the map. But there we go. Then I can share. Then I can click on that so I can see what you guys can see. And I can share the map. There you go. Yeah, they're very southern edge. If I didn't, there you go.
Yeah, for once, Rannick needs to go first.
I will make my way carefully and cautiously forwards with food in my hands.
Okay, I'm really confused because of the lack of pins here, so I'm just going to have to check this out. Oh, that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Okay.
And then Irina needs
These
to go next.
dank
Super
caves
Pits.
of dirt and stone, wind and wind. That's typical English language, isn't it? Two different pronunciations for the same spelling. Let's try again, shall we? These dank caves of dirt and stone wind and bend dizzyingly, narrowing to as small as 3 foot wide at some points. In other places, claws of exposed tree roots hang from the ceiling. So these winding tunnels. I'm just reading what happened. Okay. So that's fine. Read to what they said up above, but that's okay. I won't worry about it.
Yeah, so if Rannick scaddles, you should be all right. Irina, you might want to go with him and supervise him. You can like talk to animals.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Look, Randy, you are walking. Well, it's really dark and narrow caves down here. Yeah.
Well, at that point, Rannick's going to chuck some food to the middle there and put down on his haunches and say, "All right, little fellas, there you go. Have some food. We're all friends here."
Irina, do you want to actually explain the plan to them?
I can't. They're not natural creatures.
How am I supposed to know that?
I'm trying to work this.
How do I know that?
They're considered beasts, not animals.
I am very intrigued. How are you supposed to know?
Well, Brickley, I'm not a zoologist.
Well, I partially know that because the GM told us last week.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'd have been casting a beast trend right now.
I already asked. I tend to be able to recognise the difference. It's kind of my thing.
Okay, that could be interesting. I'm not sure what happens in that regard, but we'll worry about that later. Okay.
I don't know. The only thing I ever want to know about animals is do they come in sandwiches?
I'm just curious. Let's have a look. See. Oh, that makes more sense. Okay. They just hiss at you, Rannick, I'm afraid to say.
They just hiss at me.
Mm-hmm. They haven't gone near the food. That one there is definitely seems to be. Oh, yeah, what happened there? I got a console error that time. Mouse update null reference exception. Object was not set in instance of object.
Wonder if this goes to a dead end and they can't get out, so they're going to have to stand their ground.
Could be.
I was trying to say it, but get rid of this pointer. This one here.
Maybe it's a nest. Maybe they got little ones or eggs or someone.
Oh, they've got interesting green side. This shock lizard here, to the north of you, sort of seems to be ignoring the food, whereas this shock lizard here seems to be taking up a slightly more aggressive stance at your approach.
Okay.
Looking down and beyond this sugar lizard here, you can see what appears to be a mound of eggs.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry. We don't want your eggs. I'm going to try and make myself look as small as possible and move away from the eggs if I can. So sort of against the wall away from the eggs.
Mm-hmm. You just have to back away, as it were. But
if I can sort of press against the wall and I take a step that way, but pressing far away from the eggs in there as I can, how do the others react?
They seem to calm down again after you do that. Just sort of.
And I'll sort of oh, don't worry. We don't want to bother your eggs. It's all right. Right, folks. There's eggs down here. Keep an eye out. I've just vanished again.
I know there's something very funky going on. I probably should click the update button before the game.
Keep an eye out for eggs. We don't want to disturb their eggs. They're trying to defend their nests. You've got some over there too, haven't you? And Rannick's going to take bits of his rations and just drop them in front of them and head off, if he can.
Mm-hmm.
I'll need to go like that, won't I?
Yeah. Why don't you tell me about? Oh, that's because they're different.
Confused by this. Can magical animals issue a formal declaration of
war? As you move along, you drop pieces of the bland, hard tack upon the ground.
Yeah, well, they ate it before, so they'll probably eat it again.
That's before the ones upstairs might have been a little more hungry. Down here, they have food and they seem quite happy, but they're not bugging you. They're not bugging you as you move slowly through the cut tunnels.
And yeah, that looks like eggs, so I'll try and keep away from that.
Yeah.
I don't know what that one's guarding around the corner, so I'll just try and move slowly over to there so I can then see around the corner. If he's heading up that way. That's it. Good lads. Good lads.
It doesn't even remotely strike you as odd that they've got eggs and you're calling them lads.
So why is everybody disappeared? I take it we're going to follow behind them, Bert. Is that right?
I'm not doing anything unless you guys do.
Okay. Having seen that, Rannick's going to make an assumption that that's a secret door.
Okay.
And move back, and when he encounters Irina, say, "Rini, I think we got another one of them secret doors here, but I don't know we're going to be able to herd these lizards unless we can find another way to move them."
I think we should leave them out of our plans. They're mothers on eggs. It's unfair to use a creature like that.
Aye. I suppose some of them have got to be lads, though. Oh, I walked right on top of one there, so I'll have backed away from that one.
Mm-hmm.
And I will make my way back to Bert and Dundrad. Right, lads. Looks like there is another passage. Probably into something underneath the fort, but I don't think we're going to be able to use these lizards unless we can think of another way to move them around.
Ignore me when I swear like that. It just means some bloody spam bot that isn't supposed to actually appear because of the way of the settings that they said, "Oh yeah, you do this and it fixes the problem." It doesn't actually work.
That being said,
I was going to say, so you said you thought you found another door.
Aye. Now, if you come through, follow me. Don't go anywhere near the eggs. You can check it out. Now, if this is a door in, I still think knocking down Watchtower and burning building is a good idea. And then we come down here and go in here if this is a way into fort. because then maybe ogres will have left the fort, and if we're quick enough and we can deal with it, we might be able to go up and shut door, and then we'll be inside fort and they won't. Anyway, this way.
That actually makes sense.
I heard him say something about not disturbing the eggs and all this conversation, and I just keep getting this image of Baby Yoda in my head.
Yeah. So Rannick will lead Dondrad to the door, or at least what he thinks is a door.
Okay. Mr. Dondrad, sir.
Yeah, but the thing is, wait a minute. He knocked it.
Now, I'm not sure we should open this one if it actually goes into the fort. There might be people in there. Maybe we should set distraction off first. What does they reckon?
I'm perfectly happy to go back and set that fire if you're ready.
I mean,
and you reckon you can knock that watchtower down, Bert, with Dondrad's help?
I suppose I probably can, yeah.
Heck, really, you might not even need to set a fire. That door opens right behind wooden building. Jelsa can just firework it, can't they?
I think you should just start a fire and then come down here and then go through. But why don't we just go through that?
There is a secret door in front of you, yes. I hadn't mentioned it.
Jelsa, would you like to start the fire instead of me?
You might as well knock down that watchtower as well. If it's got ogres in it, even one less ogre is one less ogre, if you know what I mean.
See, if you open this door right now, I bet you Jelsa could probably go in there and nobody would be any the wiser, and she could probably tell you what's beyond the door.
Jelsa,
can I point out? No, it's okay. Just says underneath. It doesn't say how far it winds down. It just says it winds down the passageway to get to here. So I'm not sure how far under. Yeah, fine. Ignore me. Oh yeah, you're absolutely fine. Yeah, you reckon you're one. You reckon you're sort of this. If this door probably leads to part of the part of the fort, but as you say, you're going to be a level below entrance level. In some ways, it might be a logical way to go in.
Like she came up here when she mentioned her name, and she just
Oh, all right. Oh, okay. Stunty. Okay, I've got an idea. That wooden building is right next to one of the doors. Yes.
Yes.
Right. Shailu, Jakaros, and Vale. Bert, would you be willing to lend your siege bow to Jakaros? He does seem to look after his bows.
Yeah, I guess he can borrow it.
So why don't we get them to do distraction? They can set a fire to building and knock down tower, and then we can go in here.
I have no idea what they mean when they say siege
bow. I know you're all about charging in and killing things straight away and that, but surely believes in
weapon. If this opens down to a sub level, it might be Dranik. It might be another way in that they haven't found yet.
There could be spooky necromancers living in the crypts, says Rannick, holding his fingers up and wiggling them in front of his face.
Yeah, but they're only going to be dead, aren't they?
Yeah, can you get the door open, Dondrad? Now I'm just going to totally ignore Rannick.
Well, if something big and nasty jumps out and kills thee, don't say I didn't warn thee.
Yeah, I'm just saying if you can open the door and let Jelsa go through.
Just open it a little bit at a time. You don't got to open it all the way for me to squeeze through. And I've got sort of low light vision, so yeah, low light.
Right, well,
just to get a sense of where we are
at this point. Stone towers are not on the breaking things table.
But the bows are heavy.
Conrad, can you?
Yes, but I don't care if it's a heavy weapon. A single arrow hitting a stone tower doesn't mean the tower spontaneously collapses.
was why the idea was to get Dondrad to have a look for like a keystone that could be shattered or knocked out or something.
Yeah, but I don't think it's because I was saying the tower's probably been there a long time. It's probably still going to be there a long time
what
after.
The actual hell is going on here?
I was trying to move.
No, it's not that. It's just I clicked you vanished, then you reappeared with the word "nan" over your token, NAN, and then you teleported into a stone wall, into the wall. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on once it goes again.
Because I can't actually open the
I'm
door
a
because
gnome.
it's
I
not
can do all
clickable.
kinds of weird stuff.
Okay, if you wish to open the door, I will open it for you now. First.
He's just going to open a little bit. Jelsa's going to squeeze through.
Okie dokie. This simple room once might have been a jailer's den or perhaps even a torture chamber, but someone has gone through great pains to repurpose it. The air now smells sweet of exotic incense. Veils of multicolored silk hang from the floor to ceiling throughout, and the floor is strewn with luxuriant pillows, red throw rugs, and sheets.
And
what?
Like this. We like this.
Not for ogres, then.
Yeah, but on the management level.
Oh, sheets! I thought you said sheep.
When we walk in on those two sorceress types, wouldn't they have nice, luxurious quarters?
Yeah, probably the boss or something like that. Ogres don't have nice things to poo on them. So
This don't smell like ogres.
Yeah, this sounds like upper management to me.
Do I see? Oh, I see.
The bloody snake lady, isn't it?
It is not the bloody snake lady.
Did she see me?
If she's let's see if she saw you. It is not a snake lady. It is a very very finely dressed woman. I'll see if I can open her character sheet. That's me. My fancy grounds has gone into mega freeze mode. Every time I click something, nothing happens. Well, I don't know what the update did today, but I'm not sure it did anything good.
I've renamed all my spells for you now.
Oh, that sounds.
How do you rename the spells then? I thought you had a particular way of doing it. Name it back.
I've changed the name at the top and put the real name at the bottom.
Yeah, so the name is the last line on the text.
Something is really funky at the moment. I don't know what's going on. Like latest bloody update's really broken. Yeah. So as you stick your head through the door, does everyone get that image? Did it share?
Mm-hmm.
A woman sipping some very fine dress, sipping some very fine wine. Where are my? Can I have? Let's see how stealthy you were when you stuck your head through. Well, actually, shall we? To be honest, the opening of the door she'll probably notice anyway. So let's have. Unless she critically fails, she's noticing the door opening. So she smiles as you stick your head in and see her.
I don't get to roll my stealth. You never know.
I'm more thinking about the door opening than anything else. So a 12, but be my guest. Go for it. Go ahead. Go for it. If you can beat her notice roll, she hasn't actually seen you. Oh, okay. She hasn't seen you, Jelsa, but she looks towards the door and goes, "Welcome. Come in. You're most welcome here."
Yeah, Jelsa.
There's a smile upon her face. She obviously, as you're speaking through the door, she can't see you, but she obviously knows that the door's open.
Somebody opened it.
Yeah.
I don't want to let Rannick go first.
I have wine, and I am always happy for intellectual discourse.
She doesn't sound like an ogre.
I haven't had ogres vanishing until today.
And I'm
whispering. Didn't happen in Deadlands. So God knows what's going on.
Person, but
well, I can't. I'm not. I can do it to nice people.
Well, go and speak to her. Go on.
This is going to be the woman that Caven was passing knowledge to that ran the gambling den.
Right, she before she steps in, can I cast a spell on her?
Of course you can.
Right, we're going to cast. In fact, we're going to cast 2 spells on her. We're going to cast Sanctuary.
Well, 2 spells, so you'll have to multi-action, otherwise you get to cast 1.
No, I won't.
Oh, of course.
And then we'll bless her.
Are they both favoured powers?
No, only one of them's favoured power.
Okay, fair enough. But the favoured powers you cast as a limited free action. Point taken.
So I don't know. I think the second one would have a penalty on it, but it doesn't matter because he's rolled an 11. So
first one, straightforward Sanctuary on Jelsa.
Yeah, so we target her.
I'm not going to just push the door open. I'm just going to squeeze through because I don't want her to see what's behind me.
Okay, and the second one was
deflection with a raise.
Deflection with a raise, which means it is. Oh, it's attack -2, isn't it? A raise rather than shoot you. You don't have to choose. You get both. Any attack is at -2. That's quite nice.
Yes, in case you. Yeah, so just give her an attack -2.
She goes, well, if you're not coming in, my lovelies, then at least close the door. Of course, it's such a draft.
I've just slipped through. I didn't open it all the way. I just slipped through because I wanted to see. So I'm just going to step in like, oh, you're not an ogre. I says, I got lost down here trying to hide from them. Because Elsa's only 3 foot tall, so.
Indeed. Oh, well, that is unfortunate. That is most unfortunate, isn't it? Well, as I say, I have food and drink, and you're most welcome to have some if you so wish. She gestures at the table in front of her.
Now, I'm paying attention. Are there there's got to be other ways out of here besides the way we just came through.
Well, yeah, most certainly is, but it's up. But obviously, it's from where you're hiding, you might not necessarily be able to see them, but you can see one door, which is there. So yeah, I say you appear to be down in the jail level. What you reckon was the jail cells?
And then Jelsa's all those.
Went very quiet there.
But. And she looks around this. Do the ogres know you're here?
Oh well, I've locked the doors. I haven't heard anything. Oh, hang on, I've forgotten my own information here. Sorry a second. I just keep the door locked. There's been such a lot of noise, and it has been a few days since the commander has. Well, I say it's been some time since the commander or anyone's come down. Although I have plenty of food and drink, I am concerned. And as you say, I mean, I tried to leave through the way you came in, and those horrible lizards just got very agitated. So I'm ironically, given what this used to be, I appear to be a prisoner in my own jail.
Who are you?
Oh, my name is Ophelia. I'm a friend of the commander.
Then do you know Jacardos and Vale?
I do not know the individual black arrows. No, not at all. Come into the light, my dear. It is strange talking to you hidden away as you are behind those barrels in the dark. What's called? Oh, what's animal spirit? Shape change. Oh, cool.
So I'm gonna just step over just to the other side of the barrels because.
No, not mole.
So do you know the fort was taken?
It's gonna be that.
I'm talking to the lady.
Sorry. Yeah, I know. So I didn't hear what you said. Someone was complaining about the fact they.
So I'm going to ask her when we step forward, and then, did you know the fort's been taken?
Well, I haven't heard much fighting, and I haven't heard anything. And then as I say, no one's visited for a couple of weeks. But I am quite concerned. My supplies are getting quite low.
My fancy grounds has crashed. I'm going to have to go out and come back in. I'm actually a house cat, and I've gone in and I'm rubbing up against Chelsea.
I'm pretty sure that the commander that of the fort is probably among the slain we found in the river. The ogres have taken the fort. I don't know how they've not found you.
Got it with a raise, didn't you? So, well, like I say, maybe I have locked the door, so maybe they just tried it and went away. I have been worried. Are you alone? I was hoping there were more of you, and we would all be safe together.
Oi, Rannick, maybe we should walk in and ask her for a translation of the book.
I'm not sure that's a great idea, Stumpy.
Yeah, I know, but the book belonged to her sister. It should piss her right off.
I don't understand why, when you've been down here for a couple of weeks, you never tried to peek back out and see what had become of your friend.
Ah, well, obviously. I must have been. I please forgive me. I am, of course, having some fun. I just wanted to see if you would believe such a tale, and the fact that you prove intelligent means, my master would have use of you and your friends, if you're interested.
By the way, I might not be that well read. You
know, my name is Lucretia, and my master, Mockmurian, would love to meet you.
All right, Stunty, let's go kill her.
Well, no, I don't. No, wait a minute. Whoa. Don't be impulsive. I'm just going to say.
That Rannick bursts in and tries to stab her with his spear.
I was about to say, didn't she call herself a failure? Doesn't that translate to snake?
Then she called herself Lucretia, which was the name of that Caven said was the lady that ran the gambling place. I'm pretty sure.
You right? She So, what am I looking for? I need.
Okay. Very, very annoying.
That's quite
freaky. You're breaking up a lot there, babe.
Yeah, you're roboting real bad.
Okay, if Fancy Grounds is gone and my phone's gone, is it the internet?
Nope. I'm all right.
You're fine. You're back.
Yeah,
nice and
you cleaned up again.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, good God!
Kidding me.
Dogs just gas me.
You are kidding me. Have I left it off? Innate powers.
I can't control anything.
Okay.
My taskbar's covering the entire bottom section of my screen, so I can't get to any of the animal forms that I use because of that. And I can't click on, rather clicking on stuff, with a race. And I've been rubbing up against Jelsa's legs and purring, but I can't control anything.
That's okay. In the meantime, Jelsa, you realise this Lucretia lady, she's really nice. You really do think that someone that she's almost as pretty as Irina, and she really obviously wants to be your friend.
Can I tell that she's being spelled?
She didn't get a raise. So,
by the way, is that constitute an attack?
It's nothing compulsive or anything like that. It's just Jelsa is now inclined to trust Lucretia and be cooperative.
But if she casts a spell on her, doesn't she get affected by Sanctuary?
It's innate power. She's just smiling and talking. It's an innate thing.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm going to rule. At that point, Rannick saying, right, let's kill her, which obviously changes things slightly. She goes, oh no, monsters! And I shall initiate combat with Jelsa going first. At the moment, she's nice and friendly, and she's your friend.
Yeah,
at the moment.
It's annoying.
Has Rannick already yelled, "I'm going in there to kill her"?
Yeah.
Rannick said that to Dondrad. He's not intending to telegraph that through the door. He's intending to run through the door and stab her without necessarily telegraphing anything other than what she can see.
I was halfway through a conversation and he ran off.
I know. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. You're not sure how the second you thought you said it nice and quiet to Dondrad, and she seemed to react instantly, almost as if she was using magic to spy on you.
But I can't hear him.
You didn't hear it, but she goes, "Oh no, monsters!" and basically backs away. Look, I'll keep her nice and friendly at the moment. Backs away, goes, "Come to me, child. I will protect you from the attack."
Can I go on hold until after Rannick goes?
You most certainly can.
Or until Rannick goes.
Until Rannick goes. However, before Rannick goes, I'm going to try something.
I didn't put me on hold.
I know, because as soon as I put you on hold, it becomes Rannick's turn. And I wanted to change the order before that happened. Okay, so that's 2. So that takes it down to 18. So she goes next, going, right. Okay. She goes, "Don't worry, child, I shall protect the both of us." And starts muttering stuff in the air. And waving her hands in ornate and intricate patterns, and my fantasy grounds really doesn't want to let me do anything here. Oh, there we go. So, oh, okay. First thing, also, you've gone robotic again. She also, so she casts a spell, and at the same time rubs the 7-sided symbol around her neck as she casts, giving herself a penny. She then finishes.
7-pointed symbol, eh?
Yes. Okay, so she got. Well, that's interesting. It doesn't tell me what level she is. Oh, it depends on how much she wants to spend. Okay, she's going to spend the full. She'll spend the full 8 power points on Salmon Ally.
Am I clear on it?
You are now.
My phone had disconnected from the Wi-Fi. That's why my voice had gone funny, and that's the computer. I'm rebooting the whole system now.
Okey-dokey. So I'm going to put the. I'm going to open up. I'm going to. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's try that again. Ooh, that caused an interesting crash. What happened there? What the hell happened there? Did I just break my module? It's going. I can't. Oh, I'm being an idiot. Oh dear. Right. You know what? I'm having a bad day, guys. Here. Sorry about that. I don't suppose there is anything like that. No, I don't really. That'd be quite surreal, but I'm not going for that one. Oh, that looks cool. We'll go with that token. So, I need to drag that, drop it there, and I can drag that and drop it there, and then I can drag that and drop it there, and then I can take that and drop it there. Right, there we go. Now it's your turn, Rannick.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no, it isn't. Sorry. Bursting through the door comes some sort of scary-looking construct who basically swings at you because you're the nearest person to him.
Okay.
Sorry. It misses. Over to you.
Okay. Let's have the frenzy edge then.
Okay, go for it. I just need to move, before you give it to yourself, I just need to move the combat tracker back up there. Just so when I put the summon ally, not that it's going to last that long, but when I put the summon ally on the construct, it will count on the right person, if that makes sense. Back to you.
Yeah. So I'm going to target the Sentinel and Lucretia, because if I can take out the Sentinel with the first hit, I can move and put the second one on Lucretia.
Okay.
Sorry about that. You might want to undo that. I don't know how I applied that to Rannick.
I've turned into a house cat? I think not.
I suspect you pressed the short
I didn't mean
bar.
I did, but I didn't expect it to apply to anyone that wasn't me.
It will apply to whoever's the selected character on the combat tracker.
Ah, I know this now. I apologise. Could you share the map again, please? Now I'm back.
Certainly. She goes.
Thank you so much.
You will be Mockenburian will give you much treasure, and it does enjoy the inventiveness of gnomes, my dear. As you hear Rannick attacking something outside, hitting the construct with a raise.
Yeah, we'll just have to go for the construct then.
Failing to hurt it.
Oh, that's a bugger, isn't it?
This rather.
All right, your turn, Stunty. Get this bugger out of my way.
Did we end up giving my bow away?
Not yet.
No, we never got that far.
Okay.
Because Dondrad said, we'll just go through this door. There'll be nothing behind it.
Right, that's what I thought. Okay, I will step to there, and I will shoot at Lucretia.
Like he said, there's nothing to worry about. They're only the dead.
I'm afraid you can't. There's a very large stone summoned entity blocking the entire doorway. The Sentinel.
With big rocky boots.
And I will shoot the big rocky thing.
That's why she summoned it there, to block the entrance while she continues to talk to Jelsa. Lucretia, yeah, I'm sorry. Lucretia. Irina, yeah, she's definitely pierced. You can definitely tell she's sort of sweet talking Jelsa. Her innate magical powers. Oh, you shake the Sentinel with that arrow blow.
Yep, and that's my turn.
I've got some much better combat music, and I just need to get it sorted so I can use it. Dondrad, the smite power on Bert is probably long expired if we're honest about it.
Yeah, I think what we'll do is
walk through this place.
Decisions.
Let it drop. Actually, that's a very good point. Actually, if you had a smite power on, you didn't actually shake the Sentinel. If you want to think about it. Yes, you did. 11 still shook it. Ignore me. Or did it? No. So, but 11 points of damage because you didn't technically have the smite. Wouldn't you want to?
Well, let's go ahead and re-roll that then.
Yeah, just manually turn on the raise. Sorry about that.
Oh, and did even worse. Crying out loud. All right, fine, whatever.
Let's get rid of that smite because you shouldn't have it. Sorry about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to have to do some shenanigans, aren't we?
Actually, didn't you snap your bowstring as well, by the way? Oh,
No, I fixed that.
That's okay then. I believe you. Bert is using a buddy. Yeah, okay. Go on, Donjad, what are you up to then?
Yeah, okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to target Bert and Rannick, and I think what we'll do is cast the smite on them.
Okay. Arena cast protection. Was that in the... That was the undead fight, wasn't it? Well, no, it was this... You haven't cast it yet. It was the undead fight. So, yeah, people shouldn't have effects on them as a rule. So let me just go through and check everyone.
I'm going to Benny the smite out just curiosity. Right, okay, take the 4.
The only person, to my knowledge, you should have power effects on them at the moment is Jelsa. Because you cast before she went in the room, didn't you? There we go. Okay, Gorham's holy weapons smite.
It should only do +2. I should have made it. I should have done more power points in it, but I didn't.
No worries. That brings us to the house cat. You're going to scratch your eyes out. That's a scarily good sound effect there.
Thank you. I can actually freak out real cats when I do that.
I can imagine. Go for it. If you want to attack in cat form, she's targeted.
I'll use my kite attack. Can't think of a better thing to do.
You should be at +4 to hit though, for size difference.
I was. I'm bunnying that.
Yeah, you hit. Kite, no. Unfortunately,
because I've only got an attack for kite. You put the attack clause in for kite, but nothing else. So I have to use the kite one.
Oh, okay. So I need to update the module on that one, but that's because that's fair enough. That's fine. Is
there actually a difference between the clause of the cat and the clause of the kite?
I don't know. Let's have a look. Bird of prey is slightly different. You might be doing more damage. No, actually, it's fine. It's the same. Ignore me. Okay. So a cat from Jelsa's point of view, a cat attacks the nice lady Jelsa in front of you. You're on hold. What do you want to do?
Not under compulsion.
You're not under compulsion. You just think the Creesh is a very nice woman.
Do I realize that there's this big stone thing behind me?
No, you could.
What's going on here?
There does appear to be. It does appear that there's a big stone thing blocking the exit from the room. It does sound like there's a fight going on outside. But the creature say, "I'll save you from those nasty lizards, my gal. Don't you worry. Mokmorian and I will go to Mokmorian and he will shower you with nice magical gifts." So the actual, because basically it's empathy charms. It is a case of you're not magically compelled to be a friend, but at the moment you're feeling she's a nice person. The second she does something that makes you realise she isn't, then obviously it goes away. But right now she didn't get the raise, so you don't trust her completely, but you're inclined to think she's quite nice. Up to you what you want to do.
I don't realize the cat is Irina.
Well, I was searching for the smarts roll. I've got the same colour fur as Irina's hair, and where else did I come from?
I'd agree with that. I'll agree with that. Let's have a smarts check. Seems reasonable. Oh yeah, Irina. That's Irina in cat form. That just.
I know Irina anywhere.
Yeah, a ginger cat's just come in and attacked.
I was rubbing up against Jelsa's legs and purring prior to
that. I know you were. I'm going to see if I've got a
just making sure Jelsa knows that.
Yeah. I can.
And I know it's Irina, but I'm kind of caught here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back away from her a bit and go, my cat doesn't like you.
That's absolutely fine. I'll take you off hold. She does seem upset by that. Oh, that is such a shame. She then get into the next round, and Rannick got a joke.
Marvellous.
Thank you, Mr. British.
Right, well, I think we're going to have to get this Sentinel out of the way. There's not much choice for that, so let us give him as hard a whack as I can. Hopefully that will do.
I mentioned how much I dislike you. not personally, Rannick, I mean. You destroy the Sentinel Guardian as it vanishes back into into whatever magical realm it was brought from.
Then Rannick's going to sort of bust his way through several of the barrels and crates, level his spear at the lady, say, "Get away from her, you bitch!"
Okie dokie. She definitely looks hurt by that. Conrad. Very quiet as Mr. Dondrad.
So we will run into there and we will target her. I just want to make sure we have a fair fight and all that. So we can put away all the. Oh, that's a 4. So casting dispel magic.
Okay, so it's her spell casting roll to resist it, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna bend it because I don't.
There's a -2 modifier.
Oh, she's a wizard.
She's actually she is. What is she? She's got arcane background magic, arcane background sorcerer, and has innate powers as well.
Yeah, and Dondrad is a cleric, so they are considered opposite school.
Yeah, so it's -2 for Dondrad and -2 for her. This is how I'll never. In either case, dispelling an opponent's powers in an opposed roll with a -2 modifier if the rival's powers are another type. Yeah, so it's -2 to both, isn't it? Basically,
it's failed.
Which leaves them drawn. The defender wins ties.
Well, she hasn't rolled yet.
No, it's a fail because I've got to get a 4 and the post roll.
Yeah. So. Okay. So at this point, you see, you come in and try to cancel her magic. She hisses, changes back to her true form, that of a top half female, top bottom half snake, and actually, I probably could. Yeah, looks just like her. Just looks like the one you killed in that tower the last time, and she's very annoyed that you basically attacked her. He goes. Basically decides, you know what, takes a look and goes, I've had enough of this. And she disappears.
I was hoping for the scene from V and she was going to try and grab Irina and swallow her whole.
No, she literally just vanishes. Irina.
Is she actually vanished? Or has she just turned herself invisible?
Yeah, sister went invisible.
She disappeared.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to walk into the space she was and sniff around.
Okay. You can spell she could spell she was there, but you don't get any sense of her anywhere here.
Yeah, she'll be an illusionist as well, by the way. At least her sister was. I mean, probably runs in the family.
Okay, so, well,
that went well, says Rannick.
Can I have notice checks, please? As I say, for all intents and purposes, combat has ended. I shall negate all the effects on everyone. Oh, crap.
None of the doors opened.
Not yet.
So, but she's either is she still in the room or did she teleport out?
Why have you... What? I didn't want to turn back.
Well, I assumed you didn't want to maintain it. Now combat's over and I'm just getting rid of the powers because I don't want them left on forever.
Oh.
Yeah, so no one was going to say none of the doors opened in the room. So she's either still in the room or she teleported out.
So, notice checks. There appears to be a scroll upon the desk. She was next to the wine she was drinking. Looks like she didn't pick it up in her haste to when you arrived.
Well, if she's in the room, Stunter, you can see her with your detective magic-y stuffy. And she's listening to us and thinking we're daft. If she's not in the room, then I don't know. But that's still
sorry. I assumed you did. I was going on the assumption that you were detecting magic to ascertain she is not magically hiding in this room.
The shape change is a power that lasts for 5 minutes without maintaining.
That's absolutely fine. You can keep it on if you want. I just didn't think you. It's up to you. I shall put you back on.
By the way, she couldn't have gone very far.
I like being a cat.
I don't know. She can fly as well, can't she?
I don't know.
Well, her sister did wanted it? I'm just assuming that she
Depends
does
on
have
the powers.
Sister does.
Really? I know you're a cat, but would you stop licking your own genitals?
I was not licking my genitals! You filthy-minded bastard. I was rubbing up against Chelsea's legs, I'll have you know.
All right.
I'm purring.
So what's the scroll say?
The scroll, when you the single scroll in a tube, then okay. When it appears to be a list of names. Apparently, they are the favourite customers of paradise. You do notice as you look on the list that Caven's name is on the list with a circle around it.
Yeah, so we were outside
those who have agreed to grant their greed to the master's need actually is the head and not the favourite customers of paradise.
Comes to everyone in the room and says, "Right, you lot, don't go anywhere without me. I'll be right back." And then he does what he's just emoted.
Oh crap! I'm nowhere near it. Hang on. Scroll.
That's going to take a wee bit of time, and I'm just she's teleported ahead, and she's going to tell people.
Okay, no problem at all.
That's exactly what Nick's doing that, because if she's teleported ahead and is telling people, we could probably do with a distraction right about now.
Yeah, fair enough, right, Bill. Let's.
People she mentioned was that Murmurian or whatever.
Do anyone want to open the doors in this place?
Well, I'm waiting for Rannick to come back.
Yeah, he did tell you not to move, I suppose.
Expecting you to actually listen to me, but you know.
Chelsea's going to listen at the door to see if she can hear anything through it.
I can't listen at the door. I'll never hear anything through this helmet.
Just going to tidy up the combat tracker with the stuff I don't need.
This is basically Ghostbusters.
No, nothing to worry about. Nothing back there.
Test the door to see if it's secured or locked or anything. I don't want to open it. I just want to see if it's locked.
It doesn't appear to be locked.
Oh, while we're waiting for Rannick, then I'm going to go over and check the other door to see if it's locked and see if I can hear anything behind that one.
Make a notice check.
I mean, I'll never hear anything through this helmet.
Nothing at all to worry about there. Absolutely nothing. Wouldn't worry.
Yeah, I wasn't worried anyway. That lady was nice.
Yes, exactly.
Is this door locked?
No.
Well, then I'm going to turn around to Dondred and I'm going to shrug and... I don't know why you guys are all freaking out.
So I take it Rannick started the fire now.
I'm getting someone else to start the fire and then running back while they're starting the fire.
Shaylu and Ricardros and Vale.
Eventually, Rannick returns after 5 minutes.
Right. The Rangers are going to set Barn on fire. Give them another couple of minutes and then let's start opening doors because hopefully that'll distract any ogres that's up there. I'm sure wherever she's gone, she's told some buggers that we're down here.
Well, I don't think there's anything behind the doors.
I wouldn't worry, Jill. So there's nothing to hit. There's nothing behind either of these doors. So I wouldn't worry about it.
Well, that's what I told him. I don't think there's anything behind these doors. I mean, I
right. Okay, I'll take your word for it. Let's open the door to the north.
And you guys are all free.
Well, if you want to open a door, click on it and open it. There you go.
Right. So this one's empty.
It's a set of stairs leading upwards.
What's through that one then, Bert? Out in there.
Jail cells from a guess.
These grimy, blood-splattered cells are empty, save some fetid straw mats and vermin-ridden blankets.
Yeah, she probably went up. She probably teleported to the ceiling of the room.
Or up the stairs.
So, do you want to go first, Tinkal, or do you want me to go first?
But let's face it, she's evil. She needs to die.
Right.
And she's going to get behind Dondra and go, you guys are always in such a hurry to kill everything.
I do miss the fact that the portals thing doesn't work. That make life so much easier.
I don't want to kill everything. I'm fine. I don't want to hurt a fly so long as it doesn't declare war. And then it has to die.
Do you have a lot of flies declaring war?
No, that's the point. Should everybody just be really peaceful and be fine?
Okay, so who is going? Okay, so that's really interesting.
I mean, that's my rules. So long as nobody declares wars, everybody's fine. And if somebody declares wars, it's no retreat, no surrender.
There we go. So, looks like, is that Dondrad at the front?
Elsa's right behind him, mumbling because they're just in such a hurry to kill everything.
Right, Dondrad, followed by Jelsa. Hang on, it looks like the locking's on. Let's try that again. Dondrad, followed by Jelsa, followed by Housecat, followed by Rannick, leaving Bert on his own, because I can't fit him on the other map. So
I'm scared of the dark.
Ran whisper back down the stairs. But Bert, you can see in dark. It's not actually dark for thee.
I can't find the map. Is the map?
I haven't shared it yet.
All right,
What's on that house cat?
Well,
Okay.
it's a wee storeroom, isn't it?
I have got quite some mammoth whiskers, haven't I?
Okay. Crates, barrels, and a stack of firewood have been smashed apart and heaped in a tangled pile in the corner. A flight of stairs leads down to the rest. How surprising, given you just came up it.
Should we just go straight through the south door because we're all kind of like bundled up here?
Well, it's not like they don't already know we're here, Stunty.
Exactly.
But some of the buggers have gone out to see a burning building, eh?
Exactly. Presumably that's.
Have you opened the door? I can't tell.
Yes,
I tell you what, it's annoying for me, but I am going to put on player view because then I can see what you can see. I do wish the shading in GM player, GM view was a little darker for what you can and can't see, because then it would make my life a bit easier. Because sometimes I can't tell when you're indoors.
It would make life a lot easier, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'd like something between total blacked out and very visible. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, you open the door, revealing a corridor with sets of doors down both sides of the map. You're going to that door there, are you?
Well, no, I'm just trying to make space for everybody to file through because they're all bunched up in this tiny wee robo staircase. They need space.
Yeah, I'm not accepting that move because I ain't going to get you through a wall. I know I just moved you over to one side. I do not know why I cannot click a tick on your tokens.
No, actually, I moved me to one side, so you're
that's
good.
Okay then. I always seem to manage that. So, as you can see, there's a corridor heading off to the south. I'm not sure what's down there, so I am going to have to turn it off because I.
What's with the room just ending in nothing?
That's the limit. That's the limit of your line of sight. It would appear.
Why though? What's stopping my line of sight? There's no wall.
Oh, there is a wall. It's just there's a
wall there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the back natural wall that the castle's propped up against.
Oh, okay.
No, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. It's very interestingly drawn on the map.
Yeah, it looks weird.
It does. The actual... But... Oh, yes. No, I tell you what it is. Now I can see it properly. What it is it's a different layer of build. It's the outer walls of the building overlaying on top of that one. So that's why it looks a bit strange.
Okay.
Are you opening that door? Right. I don't know why, but your visibility just seems to stop there. The corridor does go on, but that seems to be as far as you guys can see for some reason.
All right, Rannick's going to listen at that first door then.
Yeah, I'm just moving up to hold the first corner of the passageway.
Okay.
I'll decide what
Obviously,
to do.
Reader, you can see a set of stairs leading upwards and another door. Rannick listens at the first door. Okay. What you hear from inside is it's quite a deep voice, but it definitely seems to be something going. Put your hand on your head, and we'll put your other hand on your side, and basically.
Okay. This door, does it open inwards or outwards to the corridor?
Yes.
It does both.
It's a computer game. You know how they seem to do both. And I mean, there's no information like that on this map. Logically, it would open inwards.
The GM, you tell me.
Logically, it would open inwards, wouldn't it? Being a corridor.
Well, there you go.
Right, so I can't bar it from this side then. I'll tap Donrad and Bert on the shoulder and point at the door and suggest they listen as well.
You can hear some sort of distant clanging from outside, but no one in here seems to be too bothered at the moment, as far as you can tell. No one's running around. But maybe that's because they're all outside dealing with it.
Not sure we want to leave a bugger in here behind us. Can we go and get it?
Silly human.
Right, at that, then, Rannick is going to, quietly as he can, open the door to attempt to get the drop and then burst in and attack whatever's in there.
Can I have a stealth check then, please?
I will re-roll that with my elven boots.
Yeah, it sounds a bit like the chef at the Muppets.
Right, hang on. Let's do it right.
I don't know if he's more
and then I do that. And I hope I get an explosion.
I'll beat you.
Yeah. Okay, stepping inside the room. Once used to house the wounded and sick, this chamber is now a slice of blood-drenched nightmare. Hacked pieces of bodies litter the sick beds. The floor is slick with gore and strewn with mangled organs and heaps of entrails. A dead man sits in one of the operating tables, arranged as if he were merrily spooning chunks of his own disembodied organs out of a brown bowl. His guts spill out into a large slash at his belly, and the ogre's basically sort of laughing at him.
Right.
No.
Rannick is going to assume he's succeeded in getting the drop, or sneaking in round. He's going to go round the table, spring off the wall, bounce off the corner of the bed, and bring the spear down into this ogre's head.
Really mean. I don't. It's not fair. I mean, the drop. Okay. Sometimes Sarko gets a drop, and the GM decides when it's in fact usually the victim's bound or completely unaware of the attack. Okay. Now. Notice would be He didn't hear you come in, but is he completely unaware? I suppose he is buggering. Well, then give yourself a +4, you big bastard.
It'll cancel out the -4 for the headshot.
Yeah.
But I am going to use my Hunter's Mark at the same time. Because it seems a reasonable thing to do right about now.
Are they... Hang on. Are Mystic Powers limited free actions?
Yep.
Oh, that's not at all overpowered, is it?
Hee hee hee. Of course, I can't find Hunter's Mark now, can I? But it'll be in here somewhere. There we go.
Should be able to drag it to your shortcut.
Oh, yes, I can do that, can't I? There we go. So that's Hunter's Mark on.
Last 5 rounds.
So that's a straight hit roll. And then it'll be +4, +8. And I move more than 4 inches, +12 damage if I hit.
2 to 3 times a day. I'm just getting fed up with the overpowered player characters. I'm sulky today. Well then. Oh, for crying out loud. You missed.
Yeah. I think my spear's gone in through one, in his mouth and up into the brain pan myself.
Oh, that will be determined by the damage.
Exactly.
Yep. What he said.
Doesn't kill him. He turns his head at the very last second, and you just basically slice him. He yelps out in pain and bellows loudly, going, "Ow!"
Oh well, let's just hope he doesn't unshake.
Indeed. Mm-hmm. 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 Actually, yeah. Oh, I should. There's probably a description of this guy. So, let me give you the description. Now he turns around and you've stabbed him. He's in B23. Well, it's just so this ogre's had the entire right side of his face shaved off, leaving a pulped ruin with skulls showing through in places.
Was that my spear, or is that what he had already?
That's what he had already. The other half of his face was probably the most prettiest ogre, a handsome and prettiest ogre you'd ever seen.
But I've now made him match.
Now you just slashed his other side of his face up, yeah. Okay, Silas Krieg looks like he goes first because he's on the Ace of Spades. And he unshakes. You've made him very angry.
At which point Rannick says, "Oh, bugger."
It was good. If obviously, if you'd rolled better on the damage, you would have been fine.
No, I wouldn't. Wound cap on.
No, if he hadn't soaked is what I meant. Sorry. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think... okay, I think I need to go in... Sorry, I just need to activate his fighter's class edge and give him a skill. An edge, rather. Combat edge of his choice. Better check what he's already got. He's already got sweep and trademark weapon. I think that means I should really upgrade him to that probably won't live long enough. That probably won't live long enough. He didn't get a joker because actually that's the really beardy thing. You then give him the He's already got frenzy. I think I'm going to give him improved frenzy. So he's going to hit you back with his trademarked weapon overhook. It's improved frenzy. I'm going to make this.
That means he can do 2 fighting dice on his first 2 attacks in a round. So if he multi-actions, he can do an attack with 2 fighting dice and a wild die, and then another attack with 2 fighting dice and a wild die.
That's what I figured. So he gets 2 on you and then another 2 on you, doesn't he? Is basically what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, but you get the multi-action applies.
Yeah. So he attacks you once, and then he attacks you again. Lucky so-and-so. Okay.
Yeah, careful now. You have some bugger's eye out with that.
I need to do that. Okay. Right. Let's go, lads.
Oh. No.
Okay, something's happening between the Ace of Spades and the Queen of Hearts.
I know. I think something's going to rumble.
Okay.
Did he stamp on the floor? Oh no, he could have.
Oh! An ogre bursts out one of the side things, going, "What was that noise?" Sees the party and charges towards them.
Ah, son of a wee.
Jad.
I think we're getting flanked here. We'll do this the old-fashioned way.
Is wildly attacking. Oh,
yeah, jump on the table, slide on the blood, and we'll run into him.
Okie dokie. Go for it. I think he might have hit him. I was thinking about giving him counter attack and improved dodge, but it was fairly pointless because I figured he won't last long. Down he goes.
Yeah, we're getting flanked, people.
No one actually had to worry about being hit with that nasty ogre hook. Okay, I shall dump his equipment in the party sheet for now. Oh, hang on, I can get rid of the others. Did anyone take? Oh yeah, the other arrows got taken by the others, didn't they? They will be using him. They will be fighting outside, and they will be using him in the fight outside. You know what I mean? For effect as needed. Okay, let's add them to the party sheet, and let's move on. Bringing us to Rannick.
Rannick will go out into the hallway. Have I got stuck on the door?
No, it's just one of those. I don't know why. I'm getting 2 movement arrows for everybody yet. So when I click on it, it randomly when it goes.
So I want to step in front of Burton Rena.
Okay.
And since I've not done an action, I can go defensive.
Mm-hmm.
I will get some more power points and take improved counter attack. And crick my neck, look at the ogre that's up ahead and say, "Come on then, you bastard."
You're not at all overpowered, are you, anymore?
I don't know what you're saying, Kev.
I just did that so that I could grab myself from without Rannick obscuring my token.
That's okay. I think I might have hit you with a javelin.
Good.
It just slid over to the 6. A javelin pierces. It's hurtling towards you, Rannick, at frightening speed.
And I bat it out of the air with the end of my spear.
Indeed, you do. Gels are sparkly tips.
Oh, she's been staying back, but she's going to see this. And she's going to come up just to the side of Rannick. That should be far enough.
Most of my animal forms don't seem to show me what the pace is.
It won't if they're pace 6, because it won't change anything.
Okay, it's not letting me spin it. I can get
Also,
them both.
bearing in mind, if something flies, it has pace 0.
And I don't need to use selective because I'm next to my party, so I can't hit them.
Yep, you got Ogre 6 and Ogre 7 as you send forth your sparkly fireworks. Hitting both of them. Unfortunately, the first ogre is not affected by your sparkly firework burst. However, the second ogre looks like they will be in a... Oh no! They dice were cruel in the end. Neither ogre is damaged by your fire burst.
Oh well, they've been put on notice. Oh, and I still had one step, so now I'm going to step back behind Rannick next to Bert. Big guy cover.
No problem at all. I'll let you end your turn at the appropriate time. That brings us to Irina. Actually, I can do... I've got some music. Yeah, there we go.
I'm going to scamper down here, much as a cat does when it's greeting its owner, and I'm going to rub up against its legs, making an agility test to try and trip it up as it's running towards the other.
The athletics, but I'll let you off.
I can roll athletics if you prefer.
No, yeah, go for it, because then it will probably do the opposed roll for me rather than making me having to regulate myself.
Oh, it's even better.
It's even better roll. Yeah, there you go. Well, there you go.
Tripped it up.
That was the idea.
Yeah, it suffered a setback. So next turn is going to... It literally collapses. Also, its setback, do you want to make it distracted or vulnerable? It has acted this turn.
As there's only Bert left, I'm going to make it distracted.
Okay, because that doesn't apply on its next turn, yes.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, you make it distracted. End your turn. When you happy? Okay. Let's run. Let's run. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, -2 as it sweeps at you. Missing all of you.
I'll hit it back then.
Go for it. I'll make it on the tracker so you can see it. Actually, I just cheated there. It doesn't have a two-handed weapon, so it doesn't matter. Heavy flail isn't two-handed. You hit it.
Oh well, never mind. It's still worth a try.
It was indeed. That brings us to Bert.
Okay, well, this guy just attacked me from too close, so I'm going to whip out my Bastard Masterwork sword.
I will actually retcon that because he couldn't sweep because he didn't have a two-handed weapon, so it was actually only an attack on Rannick.
Okay, so
I want to back away.
Yeah, I think I want to slide back just a little bit. I'm going to hide behind Elsa. Well, I don't want to hide
the 3-foot gnome. No, I know, I'm joking. Go for it.
And I will go ahead and shoot this guy that decided he wanted to be in front.
Okay. Oh, I didn't get to use it. I'll play it at the end of the session. There is a sound effect I didn't get to use. I will play it. Okay, go for it.
One of my dice fell off the table, so give me a second. There it goes.
I can see the dice there. There, you hit. Roll for damage. Arcane arrow as well. I forgot he does arcane arrow as well now. You took arcane arrow too, didn't you? You shake it. Unless you want to reroll.
It was dagger damage, not bow damage.
Oh yeah, it was dagger damage.
I grabbed the wrong. Hold on. There we go.
Let's try again.
Hell, I almost preferred the dagger damage. I still got a shaking though. We'll call that good.
We'll call that good. Okay. I'm intrigued now. Who's this? Oh, yes, okay. A rather large ogre comes advancing down the corridor. He throws his dagger at Rannick. Dagger? Javelin.
I'm going to say it's a heck of a dagger throw.
Yeah. Doing not a lot. Oh, that 6 snuck in at the last second there. Enough to shake Rannick. That is the end of this round. So we do a new round. My word. Okay, looks like ogre number 5 gets to go first. Ogre number 5 is going to advance up to here, stand side to side, and smack into Rannick with a heavy flail.
Okay.
Hitting, I suspect, on a 15.
Yeah, looks like he did.
I've redrawn a card and it puts me ahead of the card that's just gone, so I'll go after
Okay, you can go next then. You are unharmed from the heavy blow from the flail.
Good.
Sorry, the blow from the heavy flail is what I meant to say there.
Yeah.
Over to Irina.
Okay, that's to keep my conviction going.
Okay, yep.
Now, is changing back from cat to elf an action or not?
I'm going to say it's a limited free action.
So if I were to move, then change back, and then fight, would that be a 2-action move or not?
No, wouldn't be. Because there's a limited free action. Ending the spell on yourself voluntarily is a limited free action, I'm saying. So you should.
I run down the corridor between the legs of Ogre 7 and Ragavan Krieg.
Oh, I like your pronunciation there, thank you. I'm going to use that pronunciation from now on. Ragavan.
And once I've gone through his legs, and hopefully when he suspects I'm nothing more than a house cat, I'm going to turn into myself and do a 2-handed wild attack from behind and try and chop his head off. And yes, I'll go for the cool shot. So cool shot, wild attack.
Okay, so we'll get rid of that. Wild. Cool shot to where?
His head, his neck. I'm trying to behead him.
I've never worked out how cool shot works. Does anyone else?
-6, isn't it?
Yeah, Kate does a -4 to hit, but gets +4 damage if they hit.
No, I meant as an effect. I think you'll just do it manually. It's easier.
Yeah.
No, it's
okay. You want me? Have you put the wild on?
I thought I did put the wild. Yes, I put the wild attack.
Okay, that's fine. So I've put -6 on to be
-4.
the cool shot. -4. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Not tiny. It's not small. It's a head. It's -4 to hit a head. Okay. Yeah. So that's fine with your wild attack. Yeah, and your conviction. You hit. You didn't get the raise, alas.
But you do get to put a manual +4 into the damage.
Yeah, you do put a manual +4 into the damage. That's a wound.
I'm going to see if a Benny can make that 2 wounds. Oh, I need to put the +4 in again.
Yeah, you'll need to put the +4 in again. But if you don't, just scream blue bloody murder and I'll do it manually.
That's better.
4 wounds. 4 wounds.
I was trying to stealth behead him.
Yeah, that's true. Let's see if he's unstoppable. That doesn't make sense. That really doesn't make sense. Oh, maybe it's because no. It's okay. It's wild card shouldn't. He's got an edge that wild card shouldn't have, but I know why. Okay, he takes 3 wounds and cries out in horror and shock, and turns, looks at you, and growls evilly, bringing us.
Damn, his head didn't fall off. That's unfortunate.
Runnick remains shaken.
Not be shaken, shall we?
Okay, you recover from being shaken. Your Hunter's Mark has 3 rounds to go. Your improved counterattack has 4 rounds to go.
And my Frenzy has 5 rounds to go. So we'll target Ogres 8 and 5.
Think how much worse it would have been if you'd played Monk.
I will re-roll that.
I'm not entirely sure how Mystic Powers balance out against arcane backgrounds, if I'm honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know they're all arcane backgrounds, but
Well, I've only got 10 power points. I've spent bennies to be able to.
That is the balancing factor. Don't get me wrong, don't get me wrong. I don't have a problem with it. All told, for the record. You are meant to be heroes, and the whole thing had really captured the OP-ness of Pathfinder.
Yeah.
So I don't have a real issue with it. It's a wound upon that ogre number 5. Are you happy with that?
You know what? I think we're going to have to be.
Okay. He takes a wound and growls out in pain.
And then a wound on the other one as well.
Okay, he takes a wound and growls out in pain equally. They are both still standing.
Yeah, that's fine.
Brings us to Joseph. I didn't have that music, sorry. You get the idea. I'm going to get some decent combat music. Got a nice Patreon, I just need to sort it all out. Oh, crap. oh, thank God.
You can get all 4 of them, but I have to use selective to miss Irina.
Yeah. I saw a large burst area template. I thought she's doing a large area burst area havoc. Oh, crud. But
no, because these things are big and they're strong, and the chance that they'd resist is pretty high.
You've missed one. You missed Ogre 5. You let me take the attack and put it on there. So, that didn't work. It should be that one. You've got to put the right thing on. His defense is 4. Okay, that's fine. Now it's registering the correct number of hits. Roll for damage. Oh, crud. Oh, hecky crud. Okay, ogre number 5 takes a wound and is incapacitated. Okay.
Sparkle tits.
Oh, cruddy crud. No! I spit on one bed. He's trying to soak Irina's attack. I hate you all. You took out the big
Then we
bad.
are doing our job properly.
You took out the big
You're
man.
not getting damage. I'm going to penny that last
one. Party sheet. Yep, Ogre Captain gear. There we go. Okay.
I shook the last one.
Unharmed that one and shook that one. There we go. Good stuff. Well, you incapacitate the ogre.
And I'm going to hide, and then I'm going to step back and hide behind Rennick.
Okie doke. I wonder if I sold that guy short. He was down in the workroom. Let's have a look. No, I don't think he just didn't get a chance to get to you. So it's interesting actually because you've bursted on the room where they're in. Then they do have multiple javelins. That's useful to know. Yeah, you pop him down, so you head back over there. No problem at all.
Get between, because I'm hiding behind the big guys, man. Mm-hmm. I'm only 3 foot tall. These things are way bigger than me.
Okie doke. Please end your turn when you're happy. Okay, ogre number 8 looks like he's going to recover from being shaken. He has. He is going to. Let's see what he's got. After all, he is an ogre. He has frenzy naturally.
That means I can hit him back twice when he misses twice.
No, you only get one attack on the free. Oh, yes, you can.
Yeah, and he's wild attacking, so he'll be vulnerable as well. So I'll get extra damage.
Why is that not auto completing? There we go. Okay, so that's a frenzied attack upon you with a heavied flail.
You know, well. Let's start with my first counter attack then, so I don't have to take the second one. And he's vulnerable. Well, that puts him down. I won't take my second counter attack.
Yep, down he goes.
Careful there, big fella. Oh, look! Oh, that's terrible, that is. Oh, that's got to hurt.
An ogre charges up to Arena and swings a heavy flail, missing. An ogre charges up to Arena, swings a heavy flail, missing. Oh no, hitting because of gang up. Doing a wound upon Arena. Of course, she's vulnerable because she wild attacked, didn't she?
Bollocks.
But she has got her conviction for soaking purposes.
Yeah.
Can you soak for her? She's in the kitchen.
Certainly. That's your last penny, but you successfully soak.
Thank you.
The next ogre cannot reach Arena, so he decides to throw a javelin at Rannick instead. Missing. And the last, oh dear, the last one can reach Arena. So a three-hole ogre's beating up Arena. She's desperately fending off left, right, and centre. Alas, the last blow probably will connect. Yep, Arena is hit for 2 wounds of damage as the last heavy flail smashes into her fragile form. But
okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to need my large burst template. Okay, time to burn some power points on an plant growth / entangle.
Okay.
So let us make it a large. That's going to be, let's see, 2 and 3 is 5. We're going to make it damaging, of course, is 7. We're going to add in fatigue is 9. We're going to make it selective, of course, 10. And let's make it tough as well, 11 points.
That's quite a spell.
Fire in the hole.
And you got the ray, so they're all bound. My word. Go for it.
What? I'm glad you're on my side.
Bound toughness 10 effect you got there. You can't do deadly yet, but you can do damage, can't you? So I'll put that on as well.
I thought there was a damage button. Yeah, there it is. There it is.
Oh, yeah, go for it. Sorry. Please do. I thought I had put one in. I wasn't paying attention myself. It's off the bottom of the screen. Nice.
Irina, get out of there!
Did you wait till I went to the toilet to throw everything at me?
They were further away, so it took longer. But unfortunately, you went down to them, so you were the only one they could hit.
Oh, that's fair enough. It was just the timing. Like, I've been sat here for ages and thinking, oh, nothing's going to happen. So I'll wander off to go to the loo, and suddenly I'm
out. You get smacked. Yeah. Oh, hang on. The Ogre 6 is set back, so all he does is pick himself up. That's the end of his turn. Ogre number 7 remains shaken. And he's bound anyway.
Yeah, so which means he cannot attempt to break free. He just takes damage.
Exactly. He just stays there all bound up. Okay, that brings us to Dondrad.
And takes damage.
Thank you for reminding me. I do apologise.
Right. Dondrad will piece 5.
Oh, you wounded him.
Oh, right, so 1, 2, 2. Right, it's going to move to there. And then I'm going to target Irina with a wand of healing because I'm saving the power points.
Thank you.
We really need to put charges on that wand. That should be the second one used.
Wand of healing have range of touch.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for trying then.
Well, no, we're still going to heal you.
Yeah, he was trying to save power points.
I'm going to have to spend them anyway. So, healing is
because the wand of healing has the same range as the power. Your channel energy has range, but healing is a touch spell.
Right, so we have to spend a Benny to get 7 power points, and then we cast healing at the range of spirit. So we have to cast it with an extra power point to double the range. Oh no, we can reach her.
He's 8 inches away. Your spirit D8.
Oh, just close enough. Yeah, I cast healing on her.
Yeah, there you go.
So we'll shall we make the healing roll?
Yep, go for it.
Come on. Oh, there you go.
That's 1 wound healed.
Yeah, it costs us a Benny, but it's worth it. So.
Yep, no worries. But is using the 8 of spades, apparently. Is it a new round, is it? I got confused there. It is a new round, so let's see what happens. Ooh. Oh, I forgot about that. Oh, crap. I haven't done that for a while. Get that later. Okay. Ogre attacking. Where is Ogre? Ogre is attacking Arena, but he's entangled, therefore can't do anything and is bound, and therefore has to attempt to break free. So that will or take damage. So that will be a strength at -2, isn't it? Or athletics roll.
Yeah.
So strength at -2. He's not going anywhere. He's going to take 2d4 damage.
Nice.
Shakes him. Awesome.
He shakes him. Okay. Next one. Strength at -2. Oh, I'll put that as a shortcut as well, which is good. You can tell what
I'm cast on it. Are they tied up with brambles? You're ripping them to bits.
11 on that one, so an F1 to give me the -2. Then I can roll my strength roll. That dice slid across the table. Didn't actually roll. Did you notice that? Ogre number 4 gets to make a strength roll at -2. Oh, for a second he nearly got down to entangled rather than bound. He therefore takes the damage from the constraint, and that's the end of the ogres. Over to you, Dondrad. I look at it this way: you have pretty much cleared out the whole place in one go.
I'm just gonna charge this guy right here.
Okay.
Come on. I'm not going to Benny that.
You're not going to Benny that. Okay, Bert, over to you, sir.
No, not going to Benny.
Okay. Well, let's see if we can't clear out some of these guys that I've tied up. I'm going to step up to here.
Hit with a raise. Ooh, ouch. I'm out of bennies. That ogre is not going to survive. Ogre number 6 is... Oh, that was the one that you just flailed. You just hit. Tried to hit, didn't you, Dondrad? So he's going to try and hit you back. He swings and there's a clang as the flail hits your armor. But basically, other than a bit of a doing on you, nothing really happens. Rani.
Right, we're going to have to... I'll move to there before and do... Well, I'm going to frenzied attack. I'm going to attack Ogre 6. And if he goes down on the first hit, I can move a bit more and we should just be able to reach Ogre 4 with my reach 3. So, give that a go. Who am I targeting? I need to target that one and potentially that one. Yeah, so I've got 2 more move. I will be able to hit it. So I will hit both of them as long as I kill the first one. One harm, never mind, I'll just have to do the second attack on Ogre 6 again.
Same with parry, I'm quite happy to let you do that. Go for it. You shake him instead.
Mm-hmm. So that'll be Ogre 6 is shaken instead. That will do. Actually, as he's shaken, I will do my 2 carry on my move because I can move away from him.
Yeah, you can. I'll get rid of this token. There we go. Template, I should say. And brings us to Jelsa.
Oh, you guys keep getting in my way.
Your PowerPoint you have to spend because they keep getting in your way.
So, and they're all bound too.
They're all bound to a yaps. Go for it. Templates don't often get in the way of targeting these days. It's very annoying. Sorry, there you go. I was trying to be helpful. There you go. All 4 of them. Sparkly Farburst. This whole corridor is covered in glitter by now, isn't it? Okay, you hit all 4 of them. However, the first one is unafflicted. The second one Oh, that one's hurting you. I mean, don't get me wrong; it's a very pretty, colourful display, and this ogre's in a bad way. And the last ogre's all right.
I'm going to Benny at least one of those.
Go for it.
You're going to bang them. I guess that means.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay, go for it.
I think that's a British American colloquialism, Nick.
Who's up next? That's the question. It is Arena. Conviction means her amazing conviction roll means she's free. Unfortunately, she cannot maintain her conviction for she has no beddies, but she still gains the benefit of it this round. And they're all entangled.
Oh, that's good. That means I'm going to be able to break away from combat.
Yes, it does.
Right.
They can't do anything to stop you.
Hey, you could still do 3 actions, whack them, and then run off.
I'd be at minus an awful lot to hit them.
Not conviction.
You're
Your
right.
conviction lasts on the round. You don't maintain it. It just don't go. You lose it at the end of your second turn, basically, if you don't spend ready to maintain it.
No, use it, lose it, as I would say.
Yeah.
In that case, I will hit one of the shaken ones, hoping to make their day much worse.
Yep.
Then I will break away from combat and turn myself into a chameleon and hide in a corner.
Okay. Just one of the shaken ones. Or do you want to hit both of the shaken ones? Because you can just run down the corridor after that.
Sure.
If you want. I mean, by all means, spend the power points if you want, but... Oh, crap. I've done something funky. He's gone horribly wrong there.
I think I got that one.
Yeah, you hit both of them. Yeah, you hit one, and you hit one with a raise. Okay, so wound on the first one.
That's the one that's got the raise.
And 2 wounds on the second one. There we go. See, they would be running away by now, but they can't. Down it goes, bleeding out.
I am going to move that.
Is 5 at the moment because you're wounded.
I'm going to move back to there
and
turn into a chameleon and hide, camouflaging with the wall.
That you didn't turn on.
That'd be a fail.
That'll be a fail. So it's cost you 1 power point.
Fail.
Minus
what did
6.
Minus 6.
Reactions means it would have been at minus 6.
Oh, so when people were saying I can do that as well, they actually meant only if I. Oh, for Christ's sake! Right, fine.
But the point was you had the conviction, which meant they thought you were more likely to actually roll well. You know what I mean? You
did on the hit rolls.
Yeah, you did on the hit rolls. Technically, you missed on one. Technically, you missed on one, but I was thinking I'm being nice. Right, I think 3 ogres left. We'll overrun and finish the fight because that week we can start. Next week we can start nice and clean, can't we? Plus, it means you'll have to use Betty's next week to spend. You'll have to use next week's Betty's to get your power points back. Roger.
Dondrad. So, yes, we're just going to attack this guy here.
Wildly or calmly?
No, I think we'll just do it calmly because he might have a big hook.
You'd have hit him if you'd done it wild.
I know, but we're being cautious.
Actually, done that anyway. Ogre number 2 is entangled, so that's a -2 to try and break free, which fails, means he takes 6 points of damage, which won't do anything. The other ogre -2 to break free, which really fails. Doing 6 points of damage, which won't do anything. That brings us to Rannick.
Rannick will charge up to there.
Okay.
And attack these two. Hang on, I need to clear that because I'm attacking one of the wrong ones. I'll wild attack. And they're vulnerable as well, aren't they?
They are.
Jolly good.
They're entangled.
So one's hit with a raise.
Oh.
I think that one's dead.
Yeah, I think he might be in a bad way. The second one is incapacitated as well. Congrats, we go.
Still one left, though.
Still one left. Ogre number 6, who isn't going to do anything.
Next, so he's done.
Yeah, he's done. Go on, finish him off.
Yep, got to finish him off.
Yeah, targeted for you. Oh, sorry. I was trying to be helpful.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's a hit with a raise. No.
Let's go ahead and Benny that.
That's okay. Go for it.
Like you said, left. Let's finish this off.
Yep. There's a 6 coming in there. Oh, look. Oh,
why didn't it take my raise?
Because you just
did another
attack
shooting. Rolls. Oh, bother! That's not what I dropped the Benny on. Mumble, fuss and cuss.
Actually, I shouldn't delete that. Right. Re-roll the damage. A wound. He's still standing.
I tried to finish him off. Okay, Chelsea, your turn. Finish him up.
Yeah, she's standing right here, and he's got all kinds of damage on him. She's going to walk over and try to stab him.
Go for it. You don't even have to move from where you are, actually, but go for it. Yep. He isn't vulnerable, alas. But you hit him. Roll for damage. Got that one last Benny left. Oh, I thought those 6s made. Oh no! 1 point short of getting one. You needed a 10.
Oh, he's good. Somebody else can get him. Irina's right here too.
Irina.
And she's got that adamantine sword.
I do.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, it dresses in the new romantic style, and nobody dares mention it.
Irina moves up, the katana held hoarsely in the hands.
Misses completely.
I know.
This is a magical org.
Do you want to spend it? Well, you got Benny. You got Benny. You got the Benny from your whisper that I found highly amusing.
Oh, I see.
Roll for damage.
Whoever knew that having to go at my husband would get me pennies.
Oh, this bloody ogre's going to survive. Alas. Okay.
No, because I got acid flask. If he's not down by my next turn, I'm pouring acid on him.
Okay, last and final ogre with Dondrad going first. This is the world's toughest extra. He just will not, the ogre that will not die.
Yeah, the boss we took down in a hit and a sparkle, but this one.
Right.
No.
Right. Sword. Take that, you big. Get off you.
But that is what I like about Savage Worlds, because otherwise it's like that big guy that had 250 hit points, and every time you hit him, it only takes 3 or 4 points of damage because of damage reduction. And you know what I mean. Anyway, the ogre goes down, and silence returns to this level of the keep, and there we shall leave it. You have cleared out pretty well. You assume you've cleared out all the nasties on this level of keep. Which obviously,
now I'm standing next to Irina. Can I use the wand if you?
Of course you can.
Yes, let's heal Arena, because we won't do a normal medic. We just use a wand to do it
Indeed.
quickly.
You use the wand of healing upon Arena, and that's where we shall leave it, with everyone standing around the whole area surrounded in the bodies of dead ogres. I haven't bothered really adding. I will have to work out how many. I mean, if you're really interested in looking at ogre heavy flails and stuff, we could sort that out. But to be honest, they're pretty shoddy stuff.
Yeah.
However, in the party sheet, you do notice that 2 of the ogres had exceptionally rather nice thick hide armor.
Mental note for future. I should have done that with hindsight. I should have got him in a way with my snake woman. I should have gone on hold and then counterspelled her, spent conviction, and then counterspelled her teleport. Yes. Next time, I'll get you. I'll be ready.
I'm just, because they're not IDs, I'm not going to worry about it, so it's easy enough to retcon it. As you're examining the bodies, I'm assuming as a fairly standard thing these days, at the end of fights, you're as an action activating detect magic. So you notice that 2 of the really big ogres were wearing magical hide armor, which means it will resize to fit you if you want it.
Also means it'd be quite valuable if we need to sell it, but yeah.
Yeah, but that's where we shall leave it today, with with combat rage. From here, you can hear the sound of combat raging from outside. And we shall leave it there for now. I hope you enjoyed that one.
Yeah.
I certainly did. And we'll see you all next time.
Mystic powers, they're nails.